Welcome to Conscious Reconstruction. This is the host with the most, aka Tony Melbourne, aka motherfucking Tony Berry Gordy, aka Mr. Fantastic, aka Mirror Mirror on the Wall, who's the prettiest of them all. Me, bitch.
AKA allergies.
Yeah, allergies. I don't know why she had to throw that in. But
Should let you know about that.
Beating my ass. So if I hear me hawking and gawking.
Wow.
Allergies. But clearly we have everybody here since motherfuckers want to just throw in on my intro.
It'd be like that sometimes. You know?
We got Ash in the building, hating on the nigga. Can't be great around Ash. She don't want you to be great. She wants you to be mediocre. We got bitches.
You know,
logical
what's
high.
up?
And big dog, big dog. And this is, conscious reconstruction. I don't know what the fuck we talking about in science. I just got one note for news before we jump into that because it's not really pop culture. But 2 oil tankers were attacked.
Really?
Yeah, in the Gulf of Oman near Iran. And so the first oil tanker sent out a distress signal at 7:00 in the morning today, saying that they had 3 explosions. Fire broke out. Excuse me. And then there was a second tanker that said that they saw 2 shells hit their ship, one below water and then one above water, which caused fires that they were able to put out. But this is the second attack that's happened inside of a month, and so it's becoming a little more dangerous to transport oil and cargo from that area to the rest of the world, which is terrible because that's where 30% of the world's crude oil and natural oil resources come from. So if we can't really get it from there, things are gonna
Look like a nigga about to be riding a bike.
He'll cause a whole shit.
Shit. Nigga about to start biking.
Riding the bike.
Ride the bike.
Niggas ain't gonna be worried about, tell me car
Y'all
you
just
got.
whip it
Nigga,
out
I got
your-
a
Fuck
fucking
that,
5
nigga.
speed puffy, bitch. I got the pegs and shit. You need to ride.
You need a ride? Shit, nigga, we bike pool around this bitch.
Fucking
Hell
lift
yeah.
and
You
shit.
going downtown? Bet. I'm about to coast all the way down fucking down the hill, nigga. The fuck?
Oh, you went to South Euclid?
Big
Oh, I'm in Fairview
nigga.
Park, so it's gonna take me 4 hours to bike there.
Damn.
I see you then, though.
Hey, you know how hot about the gas about to be, bro?
Like I'm telling you, this shit
You
is,
know how hot
This
gas
shit about
about
to be crazy.
and it's crazy because gas has been steadily going lower,
Yes, I ain't about to be going nowhere.
and that is probably
Shit.
not about to continue to be the case. Like this has sent different markets into a panic because it's like who
What?
was attacked? 'Cause you can't steal both ships were recovered or just out there floating, so you didn't steal the ships. So I don't understand what's happening.
But are you trying to steal it or are you trying to destroy? What are you trying to do?
They didn't even hit it with enough to destroy it for real. They just it's like warning
You
shots.
trying
Like,
to do
hey, bro,
something. Right,
outta
warning
here.
shots. The next one gonna be blah, blah, blah. Big ass explosion.
like get out of here.
Probably.
You're not
Saying
welcome.
that, I'm the
Don't come
captain
here.
now.
Nigga, get out her
Like,
seat,
I'm the
nigga.
captain now.
Get out her seat,
Me?
nigga. That's wild though.
I'm the
I wouldn't even.
captain. I'm the captain. This is my ship.
That's wild as fuck. I wasn't even hit.
Yeah, no, it happened literally this morning. So
Good shit.
I was like, I'll talk about that.
Well, it's not good, but good shit on you peeping on. That's what's up.
Yeah, but all right, Joe. What's going on in the science world?
Jones.
All right, bad.
Better
We should make an intro.
Jones.
Oh, just so you guys know, when I want something good, everybody else told me that I'm not allowed to have
Whoa.
That's what y'all told me.
That is not how
Yeah.
that conversation went.
Not at all. Clearly
She's
not
like,
how the
that's
conversation
not how
went.
it happened.
Is that what you heard?
That's basically what.
He's like, that's
No,
basically what
nigga
it was.
said, if it ain't about fucking
Hey, so what y'all-
Cyborg.
cyborgs
y'all
and
told me
fucking
is
immortality,
Yes. Then I don't want to hear it.
I don't
was
want to
like,
hear it.
That's not how this
Nigga,
works.
we're gonna be waiting for a long time to get the news.
That is not what
The
happened.
science news.
They are
nigga.
liars. they are liars.
Yes, we as a
This shit is
3
funny.
are all liars
Yeah.
against this one nigga.
No, it's the 2 women lie. You see, you haven't heard Joe say anything. It's the 2 women lying.
Because Jones know what it is, man.
Yeah,
Joe-
Jones know the
funny.
truth, and he not about to get into this mess with y'all.
No.
Y'all messy.
Jones can't do nothing but sigh. He like,
I don't know why y'all can't just let me get it off.
Why
Why can't y'all let like I be trying to like create a narrative. Y'all will never just let me get that off.
I mean, it was sounding good until it wasn't the truth.
It is the truth. Y'all basically said that my topics weren't things that we could always use.
No.
Is that not what you said?
No.
So what did you say?
We said we needed more topics than just fucking immortality and
So
cyborgs.
the topics that I want can't always be used.
Facts.
Okay, so basically what I said. So what I don't understand.
Okay, you got it. I will give you that
Oh
one.
man.
I don't understand why.
Jones.
Yeah. All right, Jones. Better not be no fucking moons.
I got one moon specifically for you, bro.
I will fight you.
There's
Ooh.
a mass in the moon right now. Nah.
It ain't no fucking grass. Mass in the fucking moon.
Mass of the moon.
All right, so there's a Russian scientist right now seeking approval for to genetically modify human embryos using the CRISPR genetics modifying kit.
You find that at Home Depot.
I want to go give me one of them $14.99.
No, but you can't find them online. People actually like use them to fuck around and do things.
So what do he think he about to do? That's a real question. Gotta ask that shit real smooth. What do you think he
All
about
right,
to do?
so essentially he wants to do like pick up and lightweight do what this Chinese scientist just got kicked out of his university for doing.
Oh, okay.
So basically what he was doing is using the gene editing to edit HIV within embryos to make it so parents that have the virus wouldn't be able to pass it on to the embryo. They would give birth.
Okay. So he's doing it in good faith.
Yeah, but you know,
But
people are questioning the morality
what I'm
of
like,
it and all
but-
those things in the situation and how far science should be able to go when it comes to birthing and all that whatnot.
Well, I mean, doesn't look like we stopped at abortions. Because you can go pretty fucking far with cutting off people's rights, but hey, shit.
All right, but like in a wider like scope of all this, editing like embryos, genetics before they're born,
Yeah.
to lead to like crazy shit.
Yes.
That's how they made Mewtwo.
Nigga gone.
So we could have a mutant. We should do this.
What?
Make,
Whoa.
no, they were talking about doing this like fucking around, just like making Pokemon.
Bruh, we gonna have fucking
Because
Frankenstein.
it's like you're
walk
literally
around this bitch.
editing genes.
I have designer babies. Nigga, my baby can shoot
My
fire out
baby-
his eyeballs. What your baby do?
Nigga, I have a regular fucking human child, my nigga. I fucked for this child, okay? The fuck?
That happened in that movie Gattaca, where they was actually genetically modifying your kid to be perfect, and then one of the boys wasn't born perfect. It was actually a good movie. So
I need
They
to
better
watch
give my
that.
money back.
he wasn't. I think he was born the regular way. They didn't decide. Like, you have to decide in that movie. You had to decide if you wanted like the designer baby or just a regular baby. So he was just born regular. Like,
Yeah.
all right, you might have. He's more apt to have a heart problem because this, and that, and other. And
Gotcha.
whatever they could figure out beforehand, or you could get your little designer baby where he had perfect hair and
designer
perfect
baby.
teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But then the human baby actually ends up beating the perfect kid in the movie.
The
I need to watch that. That sounds
only
good.
downside to this so far is that at this point in the studies and whatnot, since CRISPR isn't completely refined
Because you could get it at Home Depot for $14.99.
yet, gene edited children or they wouldn't have a long as their lifespan wouldn't be as long as natural
Just a
born human.
regular baby.
Just like
You know, I don't know how I feel about that. I have watched people do things with like chicken eggs and shit like that, and it's really weird to see the process and the progress of that. So I don't really know how I feel about watching or someone tampering with.
I want 2 of them.
Place
This
in
nigga.
order.
I
He said,
want
"I
two
want
like it's a
two of
fucking
'em."
Tamagotchi
I want
pet.
2 of them.
Right.
I'm gonna put that nigga on my
I need you
keychain.
to mix them with some serpent. I just need them to have some good agility.
This nigga.
And
I'm in a Slytherin class or whatever the fuck that shit was.
and then I'm gonna just have them as my bodyguards, and they just gonna just. I also need them to be ladies, so that way
Oh my
they
god.
look real non-threatening and everything like that, and then they can just take niggas out.
The
Are we gonna
lady
have
in my head
gills?
looks threatening as fuck. I'm sorry. She just looked like a little
said,
sexy
"What?"
little badass snake bitch.
That's exactly 2 of them.
No, she looks like an
Twin.
evil little badass
Like,
snake
she
Wait,
gonna
bitch.
kill
Like,
you, nigga.
nah, fuck that.
They
I'm
be here
alright.
right now, chilling.
Nah, I'm alright.
In the corner.
No, they be in the kitchen,
He said
just
they
kicking
be in the
it, playing
kitchen.
cards, making sure don't nobody run up on them.
Wow.
Hmm.
That would be that like would man.
That's a good story. I would like for somebody to write something.
It really just reminded me of BoJack Horseman, how the animals live amongst the humans.
Yeah.
Like they just are.
Mhm.
Like it's just normal as fuck. That's what it just reminded me of. But yeah.
Yeah, henchmen. So he wants children henchmen.
All right, so
No, I want you to age them up to like 20.
So
I need them to
So
be
you
in
want
like.
yours to like replicate like they
I'm like,
age
I don't think
fast.
I don't think we
Like
got
in
that
3
yet.
weeks they're gonna be 10.
I mean, if
Yeah,
we're
pretty much.
choosing how
Nigga, fresh out the
genetically,
womb,
we can
20
choose
years
to
old.
speed up
The fuck?
how it develops. You can speed up development time. You just got to keep them in the pod longer. They can't come out.
You ain't finished baking.
They're gonna come out at like 20, which is fine. But that's what I need them to come out so their body is just like able to like do some actual combat.
Combat.
They can't come out.
Their
Well,
bodyguards.
maybe.
I mean, I understand. I'm just like really like, wow, this is a whole thought.
Bodyguard.
A
whole
Bodyguard,
thought.
y'all.
This is like a whole.
I love the fact that we're going towards a very chaotic. I am 100% for stem cell research.
Mhm.
I think all of that should be allowed. I don't know why we stand in the way of.
I don't think it should all be allowed because it's gonna be niggas out here that don't know what they doing, that think they know what they doing, and they're gonna create fucking Godzilla.
Look,
In
my baby
human
got an
form.
LV. And my baby with fucking
What the
LV.
fuck, nigga? What the fuck? How
With the
did
Chanel
how
symbol.
you got Chanel
Chanel
skin?
print.
How? Like, no. It would
So
be
we
some
just
wild ass
cool with-
motherfuckers out here.
I mean,
Nigga, I was born with the Nikes.
but
Nigga.
with the way
on my
things
feet.
are right now, niggas made AIDS.
Niggas did make AIDS, but
So we might as well just be like, all right, y'all can make different beings. The whole reason that we're not allowed to is religious.
I don't know. Why do you think it's religious only?
Because they always said that we shouldn't tamper in God's territory. That's why they don't
Well, I
want us
see
to do it.
that, but at the
Because
same
it's a
time, that
moral
was not
issue.
even a thought in my head. My thoughts.
Oh no,
was
not for you.
all-
I just meant for like.
I'm sorry.
The reason
Oh,
why
okay.
the government won't allow us to do it is because they're like they don't care about the giant people that
They don't give a fuck about religion anyway.
No, that's
I
the
mean,
reason.
and then
That's the reason they
fucking-
tell us.
That's
You know
what I was about to say.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we don't want you
They
to
do
figure out
whatever
some
the fuck they
shit.
want.
now if they can make me into like, well, I won't say me, because you can't experiment with me. But if you had a clone of me,
If you could figure out how to perfect a process,
yeah,
then I would definitely be down to come in for an operation.
Super soldier.
no, I'm sure there's a movie like that too.
It
I'll
was,
be a fucking Steve Rogers.
Kevin
Yeah, it's
Bacon
called
was in
Captain
that
America.
shit. Oh. There's plenty of
Oh,
movies. There's
Captain
more than one.
Look, I'm
Kevin
like,
Bacon.
look, I'm like, oh, yeah.
When they made that nigga invisible. What is
Oh
the name
no,
of that
that
movie?
nigga, that shit is
Invisible Man?
called.
Was it Invisible Man?
Yeah.
That used to be my shit.
Where he
man.
turned invisible and then was like fondling one chick.
Hell, yeah, like he turned into a complete.
I loved him.
No,
That was a
no.
great
The
movie.
best part of that movie,
Scrappy
the
human.
fucking graphic effect when that nigga when he was turning invisible slowly
Yeah.
on the table and like all his
Veins
veins and
and-
Oh, yeah, that
vascular
shit
system
was
and shit
super
was
hard.
showing
Right.
muscular system. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, then he
Like,
just was gone.
they make shit like this? Whoa,
Hey,
what kind
when
of
he was
movie
in
is
there-
this?
I gotta go to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna make me one.
I want one of those beds. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
hell
shit was
no.
live as fuck to me though. Like,
That was a
damn,
good-ass movie.
G. They had the little goggles on and shit, little red goggles, so they could see that nigga. He was causing havoc,
And then
man.
they spoofed that. They spoofed that in
was.
Scary Movie too. I
Yeah,
just remember
yeah.
that.
He
They
was
was
doing
causing havoc.
the most. He was out
I watched
there.
that movie a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times, it was really good.
Cause it came out when I was young,
Yeah,
and so I was a little purse.
I was.
So when I got to see the titties, I was so happy.
Hey,
That was,
hey,
hey, that was my.
I'm not
scene.
gonna lie.
No, see, the
I'm
ultimate
not gonna
movie
lie.
back then for
Those
that
are
shit
all
was
my
Monsters
scenes.
Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Hey,
Yeah, Monsters
See,
Ball.
I don't like to see white men have sex with black women. It just turns me.
Yeah, that shit is.
I can
Right.
understand that.
Yeah,
Well, wait,
it's,
let's not go
I
off
had a
topic.
conversation about that the other
I
day.
just
Right, we
remembered-
did just
wait,
turn,
whoa,
take a left turn.
whoa.
Our
Yeah,
bad,
right,
we do that
yeah.
often.
Yeah. So,
All right, so
back to science.
Sorry.
which one do y'all want first? Let me give y'all a choice. Do y'all want the conspiracy or do y'all want the rare science?
I want the would you say rare science?
Yeah.
I want the rare science first because I feel the conspiracy will have
Yeah,
conversation,
conversation, definitely.
like more conversation.
All right.
Unless you hit me with some shit
All
like,
right.
all right,
No, ask her what it
rare
is.
science it is.
Like we had a conversation. We
You
didn't have a
asked for it.
conversation, but
You
it was
asked
her-
for it.
look, this was her idea.
Why are we letting Ash pick the science topic? That sounds like a bad idea. But it's all right.
No,
Let's.
great.
We
All
do it
right,
now.
so look, right. So this is what the heading is, so y'all can catch what I'm about to talk about. Rare ectopic breast tissue caused a woman to lactate from her vulva.
Bitch, where?
Yeah.
Bitch,
So-
bitch.
They had to think about his
Yeah,
Where?
that's what I did.
What is the vulva?
Your pussy.
Yes, that's all like.
Oh,
Or
Wait a
not
minute.
yours.
Yeah,
But
so-
A.
She is
yeah.
lactating milk from her.
Yes.
So she gotta.
Wait.
You gotta
Wait. I gotta
So her
tell
baby
y'all.
gotta eat her pussy to get his nutrients.
No,
Come here, little baby.
Wait.
Get this
Look
milk.
at, look at this. This
Nah,
is
fuck
great
that. Come here,
topic.
baby, and get this milk.
Why?
Mama, hey, this has that pressure set. Come and make mama feel good.
No, oh
Bro,
God.
can you imagine that in
She's
public?
still lactated normally, but
No, pussy milk. Fuck that. Pussy milk.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
gonna drink some pussy milk.
That's what's happening.
He gonna be out there doing.
Come
What's
here.
up?
Hey.
all right.
Hey,
so look,
look,
I heard
let
you
me-
was
let me,
milking down there.
Let me explain it though, right?
That's nectar.
Do
That's
you
ambrosia
want
down
some
there,
head?
girl. Let me get
Is
some
the
of-
next question.
Can I get some of your ambrosia?
Oh, this nigga gonna be out there doing. Hey, Susan.
Okay,
I heard you. I heard you had
Hi,
pussy milk.
I
Martha.
heard you have a Martha.
Heard you have a little
No,
condition.
you know,
She's
let
in,
me be polite. You have
Oh
the
wait,
vulva
she's
milk.
not in Australia. She's in Austria.
Can I
in
have
Austria?
some vulva milk?
Mhm.
Can I have the vulva milk?
This nigga. The position that I can see you in. I can only see a
got this face.
slim
You
piece of
can't
your
see
body.
his face.
Yes, I only seen an eye though. That was the
So
thing.
look, this is what happened, right? Basically, after she had her child, they didn't know until
That her titties
first.
connected to her pussy and you could
No,
feed her
No,
back.
no. That's not how it works. How it
Oh.
works is like
Oh, okay.
basically, so it said 1 to 5% of women are born with the breast tissue in
In
other
their
parts
pussy?
of their bodies.
Yeah.
So
So they
sometimes,
got breast tissue in their pussy.
yes, in her.
Is that why sometimes
lips.
they got fat pussy?
No, that's not the explanation for that.
Titties are fat meat.
All right.
No, he's saying the duct. He didn't get to that part.
Yeah.
The duct that be in your breast.
That
some women
produces
can
milk.
Oh, you said
develop
tissue.
that down
Tissue is
there.
like the fatty meat. You should have said the duct.
Okay.
That's
that's-
crazy.
that's
The
different.
duct. So,
Yeah, so not
but
tissue.
most of the women that are born with
It's
it,
all like-
it's like usually like in their armpits and whatnot.
So they make milk out of their armpit. I don't
If
want that. That's
That's
nasty.
a situation.
No one wants pig milk.
But in rare cases, it shows
That's
up
stinky.
in other places.
That's weird. Pit milk.
What's pit milk?
Who wants pit milk?
So somebody could really get like ass milk.
Hey, but you can get
Ass
this
milk?
vulva milk. Hey,
But
she-
yeah,
like
that
I'm
did
just
become
thinking
a
of
thing.
all the places.
Hey,
Like,
I got a
whoa.
question. Do you got to keep, like, I
Ash
know
just
for
goes like,
breastfeeding.
ass milk.
Yes,
Milk.
it's the
I
same.
mean, but
It's
you
a
want
Tyler,
this
the Creator
topic. You
song.
I'm
want this
not
topic.
buying ass milk.
It's
I'm
a
just
Tyler,
letting
the Creator
everybody
song.
know.
So of
All
course,
but what I want to know is if when you're lactating, the baby got to like keep sucking on your nipples for it to keep happening, or you like you eventually
lose it.
stop.
It only happens when she gets when she's in that phase after birth.
so like how women's titties be leaking milk,
Yeah.
like
Her
Like as
vagina
long as
leaks
she's
milk?
lactating, yeah.
So as long as she feeds a baby, her vagina.
yo,
is
I
also
wasn't.
gonna
I
leak
was
milk.
not ready for the rare news today.
They didn't.
I was
And
not
they did, like-
ready.
So if you eat the vagina and get the milk, they don't keep it going.
I don't know. It never. They don't get into
Because it have
that.
to be like a sucking motion, right?
I
You
mean,
gonna
but you
suck
can
on
suck
her
on the
pussy?
clit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
Yeah,
see here,
if
this
you
this
never
is
had
what
your
was
Look, I'm like,
happening.
I
women
right?
mean,
like that. I feel
yeah,
like
but-
women like that.
They didn't find out
Maybe women don't
that
like
this
that.
was a thing
Do
until
women
her
like their
second
clit put
child.
in a man's mouth and then licked on.
Generally, yes.
Okay, I mean, but y'all. So I feel like that's how you
I'm
get
like,
the milk.
generally.
Well then, yeah, that's where I'm getting the milk from.
It hit you
That's
with one of
such a
Marcus'
That's
proper
not.
response.
But that's not
essentially.
like in this
Essentially, I mean-
situation. That's not where the milk is coming from, though.
Where is it coming from?
It's coming from the actual.
The hole.
The
Yeah, that's what
Vulva.
I'm saying.
So you just put your whole mouth on it.
I mean,
You ain't never put your whole mouth on the pussy. Marcus,
What I'm saying
I know you put your
is-
whole mouth on the pussy.
Yes, but that's not what I'm. All right, so look, right. Essentially, they didn't find out. Like she didn't know this was a thing
Yeah, she did.
until her second child.
wow.
Because the first time, like the second time, they had to like suture her up, and when they sutured her up the second time, they sutured the
That's shitty. They fucked up her duct, so she can't
Yeah.
make vulva milk no more.
they sutured the hole.
So she
So
can't make vulva milk.
no, she still was making it, but it swole.
Oh, they fucked
It's
up.
like how women's breasts swell up when they
So-
don't feed, and it starts to like hurt
Can she sue
and
them?
whatnot. I don't know. They didn't go into that. It wasn't about her legal dues and whatnot
sounds
with
like
them. It's
malpractice,
about
like
what
you-
happened.
Sewed up my duck and broke my pussy.
If she knew about it at first, right? Didn't you have
Like,
to know about
she-
oh, you motherfuckers messed up my pussy duct?
She didn't know. She didn't seem like it didn't seem like she knew about it because like she was like the first time it happened, like her it was just like secreting white liquid and she ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, all right, that's
Coming
crazy.
from-
Right?
So your vagina just starts
I'm
making white
like,
liquid,
wait, you didn't think
and you
nothing
were
of
just like,
it?
"That's fine."
It's a problem,
What kind
man.
of woman is you?
And the second time it happened, like
No,
because
I got other questions for
Man,
this.
this is not normal.
Like,
It's
how did we get to a
it is
second
a
time
problem.
without any investigation?
Hold on, wait.
My
No, I
pussy
can
has
see
got
how
a
that
flowing
could be.
ass river.
If
Nah.
no,
You
not
know
on
what?
just
That's
some
fine.
normal
That's fine.
If
I mean,
all the time.
Well, when you ovulate, when I ovulate, mine's just like it's milky, but it's not.
but what if
mine
it's
is
all the
like-
time?
Mine is like clear,
Hers
like
was
really
hers
clear.
coming out?
It was every time she was feeding. As long as she's lactating, that shit is leaking.
Oh, that's the part I'm missing. That
Yeah.
is weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
you
that,
just-
I
you
would've-
just-
that
Ovulating.
It's not
Pretty-
like she should have known her normal
Look at
shit
that.
when she's
I
ovulating.
bet
She
you made
should
a
know
tasty
that at
sound
least
for it.
to be able to compare
Why is there a tasty
her
sound with ovulation?
vagina
That's
lactating to ovulation. She should have been able to
You
compare
said
the
that's
two.
the you just made the noise again.
That's the no, you know what I'm saying when it be wet.
Oh, macaroni E.
Oh,
Y'all know what the fuck I'm
macaroni.
talking about. I'm sitting here like that ass. You know
You know what that is.
She like, don't act stupid. You know what the fuck that is.
You know what that is.
you don't hear that shit. I don't know if you're doing anything right.
Listen.
I'm just mad that you like did it on the microphone. I was just like, you were just like, it's just all right.
I don't know how else to describe that shit. That was the best description that everybody understood. It was universal
I understood it, Ash.
Fucking vulva milk.
I definitely understood it.
in stores.
In
So
stores.
after the second time and they sold her shit up, did they fix her?
Yeah, they took the.
So now it's making milk again. You sound so disappointed.
He sounded disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds
That's
so upset.
exactly what's going on.
I'm mad that y'all mad that I'm so happy about this. Like,
Yes, they started making milk again.
y'all knew that this was going to excite me.
I didn't know it was going to excite you,
Like, this is,
but I
this
definitely
sounds
was
like
going to
great
produce
thing.
a reaction.
This sounds like a great thing. Vulva
I didn't know
milk.
if he was going to be like, yeah, nigga.
That's
eat that.
ambrosia. You can feed that to people.
Yeah, nigga, this the
It
shit.
definitely caught me off guard, though. Shout out to the Rare News.
You can buy it on Task. Available August.
Listen,
15th.
And you
Hey.
can buy vulva milk off of Task.
Bet.
We should definitely sell vulva milk.
Yes.
Oh
And then the brand name should be ambrosia.
I'm with it.
Ambrosia.
I mean, I'm
Maddie whispered that shit though.
What is the way
I
am I
did
gonna market
whisper
this shit?
Yeah.
I'm not about to be like, Ambrosia, get it now. What the fuck? Who's gonna want
What the
that?
fuck is that? Vulva Milk.
It's not Monster
Oh,
Energy
harsh.
drink. It's,
It's ambrosia.
It's ambrosia. It's gonna make you feel amazing.
From
yeah.
this lone 29-year-old woman in Austria.
No,
Ma'am,
now that there's
we
one, I
have
know that
business
there's
for
more.
you.
Oh, I know that there's more.
Ma'am.
We gotta just find
You
the
gotta
other
gotta
ones.
scout them out.
Now casting
Yeah.
Vulva Milk producers.
Yeah, hell yeah. You
With
know,
that
We
black
wouldn't have
couch,
this
yes.
rare
With that
condition.
black
you know that if there's one,
Hey,
that
so
there's
this your
more
first
than
time
one that
here?
actually got it. So there's never
Yeah.
just one of anything. So
Yeah, right.
usually in nature,
Wow.
like especially with people, like there's like a billion of us. So for her to be literally the only one that's doing that, don't make no sense. So there's other
They
women
didn't
that
say
are
it
making
was the
vulva
first
milk.
time. They just said it's a rare condition.
Yeah, we need to find all the vulva milk ladies
Vulva.
and start making.
VMLs.
Yeah,
Are you a VML vulva milk lady?
come join task.
Come join task.
Are you a PML? Are you really sitting there producing milk all by yourself?
Do you not know what to do with it? Have you just been messy all day?
Why do you want to make milk by yourself when you could just make it with me?
Remember that what was
You
that
could make it
Everlast
for
commercial, the Evergreen, the nigga that would be on there like,
Hey, we can
why
make
are
it
you
like
just sitting there?
Oh, fucking
Get your
that
ass
college
up
shit.
and call.
We can make it like a vulva
Hey,
milk
you
pump
sit on the couch.
or a pump so
Fucking
that
loser.
they put it on their
Yeah.
vagina, and it's kind of like a pussy pump, but
Oh my
it also sucks out the vulva milk. And if they're willing to, we'll put one on their titties too.
I just had like the weirdest vision of you coming out of somebody's pussy with a milk mustache.
Hey,
That's a
Sometimes you
future
gotta-
fucking got vulva milk ad,
Sometimes
nigga.
you
Nigga out
gotta
of breath and
taste
shit.
Got vulva.
Got milk.
Hey,
Vulva
got
milk.
All right, Alicia, you go ahead. The fuck?
On my way. You just stay
About to
right there.
dive in.
Who I'm about to.
This is some premier vulva. Premier.
Nigga sleepy.
Got
as
that
fuck
Cambodian
afterwards,
over
like,
here.
Man,
That
y'all
all
ain't never
natural?
seen nothing like this, man. I took her to the one spot, and the one spot was like, ooh. And she was like, ooh.
Y'all gonna be sweet.
Now
That place is
introducing
gonna knock y'all
The
out.
completely vegan.
Man, get your vulva milk. You don't want to eat animals? We got you. You don't want to drink animal milk? You think that's cruelty? Come have cruelty-free vulva milk.
We treat our VMLs with only the finest quality.
Exactly.
A lush black couch.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Only the
They're-
finest of the pussy pumps.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Top
Organic
quality
foods.
entertainment.
Yes, top quality.
They eat vegan.
Mhm.
Super healthy. So
They
get
get
your vulva milk
massaged
today.
every day. You're the
Yes,
finest.
get the vulva massaged.
I'd massage your vulva.
I would too.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know how. I know how to massage my vulva. Not other
so
ones.
bad.
I can
I'm so
definitely.
bad that
No,
you
I
gonna
do know
doubt
how to
myself.
massage.
Yeah,
I think about it like I do know how to do that. I do. I do.
It's just like your hand motion when you was looking at like massaging a different vulva was like,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
understand what I'm supposed to do with this.
No,
On the gang side and shit.
Clearly,
Yeah,
that's
like,
not
that
what
is-
she does.
That is not what you
She
should
like-
do.
Right.
All right, so
She just
let me
get
let
down
you
there,
know,
dude.
if you ever get to another vulva,
Don't do that.
That is not what you do to the vulvas.
I'm gonna
Diving
have
in
you
just-
guys here to guide me.
Hey
See what's
there.
going on here.
Hey.
Yeah, because you was just all of them. All of them are one. Just one.
Just
One.
one.
One or four.
One.
One or four. One or four.
Damn. No middle ground.
On the
Five?
right?
Five.
The R&B grab.
Five fist.
Fist. Fist. Got it. Got it. You know, I don't know what's up with the fist. Like the fist is crazy.
I don't understand how or
Oh,
why
This shit's funny.
people find that
Yeah, like, has anybody ever
entertaining
fisted or been? Oh, what's up with Ash?
Science is what's up because we about to get into fisting and he ain't finished. What's up with Ash?
Sorry.
Woo!
Ash like, whoa.
Whoa!
I thought Ash
So
was
way
about to say,
left. We were talking
We
about
always do
vulva
this
I
milk.
thought Ash was gonna like have some deep dive about fisting and everything.
Not
You just
me.
try to get us
Well,
back
thanks
on
for keeping
track.
us back on or keeping us on track.
I just want to talk
Because
about
me and
these
Tony will
sciences.
fucking go to
Yeah.
wherever.
Y'all was just like,
Obviously.
yo, fist to no.
Yeah. Me and Tony is in the car right now, nigga.
Yeah.
On the way, my nigga.
Ash like, hey, where y'all going?
Yeah,
She's like, come back.
turn around
Yeah,
and
pretty
fucking
much. Okay.
and we back and
All
we
right.
back and we back
Who
and
was
we
asking
back
me
and we
questions?
back.
Okay. So there's a scientist in Korea. Dr. Young Hae Chi. And he teaches at Oxford.
H-E.
He has this theory that essentially there are alien human hybrids
I'm
on
with
Earth.
that.
You said what?
I'm with that.
And like the abductions and all that stuff that we hear about is essentially human and aliens mixing their DNA and having children, and then having aliens have children with, or the hybrids have children with humans, to preserve their own DNA and change the genetic build of humans for the oncoming environmental disasters that we're essentially going to be doomed to face because of our own doings and whatnot.
So why does he feel like this?
He had this whole lecture that he went through essentially. Like it's either that, but he also feels like this could just also be the end of humanity, in a sense that the other possibility is that they're breeding within the human, or like putting their DNA within humanity to essentially just breed humanity out of existence through crossbreeding, and essentially just
So, but my thing is, how is he getting to aliens? Like, you keep giving me different stories about what the aliens are doing on Earth, but I want to know how the aliens got to Earth and started just taking people and putting babies in them.
Well,
because you started way at the end of the
at the end of the story.
Yeah, the end of the story, and I'm like,
I told you like the reason
where
it
the aliens
like
come from. Nigga's crazy.
Well, I mean that's just the theory that he believes in a sense.
Okay, so he already believes aliens here.
Yeah, he believes that
And they
aliens
fucking
exist,
us.
and believe aliens are already here. He believes there are 4 different types of aliens that exist.
But why? Like, you can't just tell me that you believe something and not give me, well, these are the things that make me believe this.
Well, do you believe in aliens? Where do you think aliens come from?
No, I'm completely on board with aliens.
Okay.
That's not where my issue comes in.
Okay.
It's just, you already got 4 different types of aliens, which signifies to me that you have some prior belief of aliens coming here, there being different types of aliens that do different things. So since you have this world breadth of knowledge, I'd like you to share that with me before you start telling me about them fucking us.
Oh.
That's it.
That's all I asked for.
I don't think that's a lot to ask for.
I
think that's
mean-
unreasonable.
All right, so within the whole article, like you said, he doesn't really get into why he believes it's aliens doing so. Like, it's more or less him talking about just the theory of there being life out there and the fact that we don't see it, possibly because we're within like a quarantine zone, and we're being used in a sense that
The planet is in a quarantine zone?
no, like it's like, well, in a quarantine zone in the sense that like no other life is able
Like,
to
we
like,
only know
contact
human
us.
beings.
Yes, like they're like no one else. Like there's a dominating race, and we're not allowed to be contacted by anyone else outside of the ones doing whatever they're doing.
So yeah, the planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which also leads into the idea of Earth just being a fucking zoo. That theory's funny too.
I mean, I get that, but that should be a shitty zoo. No,
Look at them.
like, this is a
What
pretty
are they
trash zoo. Like, y'all don't got
All
a
of
whole
them
lot
have
of
those light
like,
things in their hands.
wonderful things, and like what? There's no real like super cool shit happening between humans that I would want to watch. Like, I need to inject some other beings that were
I'm
like,
not going to Earth no more, y'all. They over there doing the wildest shit.
no, this nigga
And the
is
most
born
interesting
on
thing I
Earth.
seen was fucking
Pretty much.
and some vulva milk.
Yeah, these niggas be blowing each other up. Other than that, I don't really know what humans be doing.
But outside of being a zoo, also is that their like zoo / like TV show. That shit's funny too.
Fuck, we all in a Truman Show.
I mean, I'm still super confused on where these aliens came from. I know that you don't know, but the fact that he doesn't explain is my biggest issue with this.
I mean, it's probably explained through over the whole lecture that he did.
Okay,
because
because
3-hour lecture.
maybe I'll watch that.
Okay, because like he got,
I got time.
It just like clipped out of the
I like
article talking about what he was doing.
I like aliens. So I got time because I need to understand where Alien 1 through 4 came from.
1 through 4.
I mean, because the quarantine thing. All right, you could say that could be the reason why, if there is a super advanced life form out there, we've never encountered them, and why we keep failing to encounter other life forms, because when we leave the planet, we don't encounter anything.
Well, I think that's just what they say. It's just
I'm
us.
I'm saying that even let's say that on the scale is true, because another master race is basically quarantined the entire Milky Way galaxy. Like, hey, these are ours. Don't touch them. So, all right, I'm fine with that. But now, explain to me, because if that's what the case is, so if there's master race and then master race came down here, what are the 4 type of aliens, and how do you know about them?
What are their names?
Dun dun, he is one.
Like, are you part of the aliens? Like,
he putting on his gang.
Where did you get the information from?
Gang.
That makes you feel like this? Is he a scientist?
Yeah.
What is his field of study?
Gynecology.
What does it say?
Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad. I'd be like, you know what? I don't even know why we're talking about this. We got this nigga who just made a fucking Ghostbusters story. Oh, motherfucking gynecologist. That is so unacceptable. No, you better not be.
It doesn't tell what his exact.
I study medicine.
Hey, if this nigga
and divorce. The fuck?
I have to beat him up.
I mean, he has a PhD. I don't know what his PhD is in though.
I was just fucking around.
Yeah, it's like he's a firm believer in the theory of alien visitation and frequent abductions by extraterrestrials.
Y'all believe aliens exist?
Yeah, like
I believe aliens exist.
Like, I'm all on board with aliens existing. Like, I don't have any problem with that. It's just realistically,
where they coming from?
Yeah, give me a story. Like, for me, I don't know if we've encountered aliens, but I wouldn't be too shocked to believe that their aliens have come to this planet, and either A, they're smart enough to be like, yo, niggas is dumb,
and
they just bounced on our ass.
Not really fucking with y'all, so we out. Or they're like, we here, and they basically control the planet, and we don't know shit about it. Or they here and they just chilling, and they on Earth too. But
Men in Black.
It'd probably be one.
Pretty
of those,
much.
But it'd probably be one, either the first one I said or the second one I said, where they're in control or they left. Them just living here among us doesn't make any sense. That's some hokey shit. But that's not what, like, sentient beings do.
Yeah, because basically, I read this book called Man-Made UFOs, and the guy's actually explaining, like, what we see as UFOs is actually, like, really advanced Nazi warships that they were building. So what we actually see was stolen from the Nazis, and actually the whole UFO and alien things really didn't start showing up until like the 1940s and stuff like that.
Me and Marcus get into a lot of conversations because the Nazis were into crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like a whole lot of like occult shit, super science. Like they were all on the cutting edge of science.
And before that, they was that what we know as aliens today. The little men with big ass heads. Actually, they took that picture. What you would know as an alien with that big ass head and the big eyes actually comes from Aleister Crowley when he drew one of his. It's called AWAS. When he drew what he channeled when he was in the desert or some shit. That's where they actually get that picture from. That's the prototype for what we quote unquote know as aliens. So I'm a little torn between, is aliens really here, or is it just some, you know what I'm saying? What would be the purpose of saying, like, what would be the conspiracy behind putting aliens on a planet? And especially if something, a new idea is what we currently know of as today of what an alien is.
I was just about to say, when I think of aliens, I don't think of that image.
But
I think that image
alien.
is just like
alien just mean not of this place.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So it could look like fucking me, fucking. I don't know. There could be aliens out there that look like us. That's fucking 6 feet tall. You know, all of them. The whole race is fucking tall as fuck or some shit. Like you don't know. Like I just think it's just like you said, just something that's not of our world. That makes it an alien. But the image that is pushed as an alien looks comical. In my opinion.
Why is it like
It's
I don't
always
know.
the same big head, gray green nigga,
and it's always white people getting abducted and anally probed. Like, nigga, are you just gay, Tom? Like,
nah, ain't no niggas went through this.
Like, Tom, what's going on?
I mean, if I was an alien, I would want to speak to the
going on
oldest being on your planet, which is clearly Negroes. Like, and why would
Facts.
you go for
Facts.
the thing that came out the Caucasus? I don't understand. Someone
Unless
help
white
me.
people are really just aliens and we belong on this.
I swear to God, look, I had
this
a
planet,
theory.
period.
That was a theory, man. That's hard to tell y'all.
They're like, bring your ass back up here, nigga. You ain't supposed to be up here. Leave them niggas alone.
They're at the top of the stairs. What y'all doing down there?
What the fuck is you? Nothing.
Nothing. Go back upstairs.
I know y'all ain't down here trying to act like y'all superior.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
No,
we just gave him some rights.
No.
Didn't I tell you didn't I tell y'all let them go?
What did I tell y'all asses?
God damn it.
God damn it, it's been 400 years.
All right.
I'm joking. I'm sorry, ancestors. I apologize.
All I know
I
is
mean to make a joke about that.
aliens could be among us, but
We don't know what they look like.
I'm not even gonna speculate what they look like.
That's what I'm saying. Like they could look like any fucking thing.
Yeah, they could be
They
anything.
could look like a
that I'm
fucking little goddamn.
They could be microscopic. For
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
Like,
for real, you know, dolphins.
Hey, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
that nigga a whole ass
Like,
alien been communicating with us this whole time.
Right.
In the water. No, the
aliens.
aliens is in the ocean. Okay.
Listen, we was just talking about that. He put the whole science thing about it when I was like, "Oh, is the ocean a black hole?" He was like,
oh,
"Yeah, it could be because there's so much pressure.
Yes.
This happens the same effect when you go into it.
Basically, it crushes you.
Yeah.
The deeper you go into the ocean.
Yeah.
The more
That's why
pressure
I'm
that you
afraid.
experience until you get crushed, and it's pretty much similar to a black hole, where the closer you go to it, it crushes you.
Whatever those.
I guess the only
shows
disproof
are.
is that the ocean isn't draining, but if
The ocean floor is sinking into itself, though.
Say it again.
The ocean floor is falling into itself.
that's not good.
Into itself.
That's not good.
So
how do we fix that?
We don't.
You don't.
Can't.
You can't throw trash anywhere, can you, Tony?
Definitely can't do that.
No.
Shoot
this is why
shoot a trash rocket into it.
this is y'all fault. See,
y'all.
if we were allowed to get rid of the fucking trash, then the floor wouldn't be sinking. But you niggas got the floor fucking sinking. Why is the floor sinking, Marcus?
I actually have to go look that up.
Why did
he
you
just
just
brought
tell
it
me
up?
that? Why?
Because we were talking about the ocean and like stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah.
No. Why would you give me some doom and gloom? While we trying to have a good show?
I mean,
You gonna tell me about the ocean floor?
I didn't think it was like doom and gloom.
The
ocean floor recycles itself all the time.
So it always sinks.
We don't know
No,
what the
see,
fuck
you-
it's
see,
doing.
that-
It
that's a no.
recycles itself, is
So,
what I said.
How do they know that it's
no.
sinking?
No, see,
I didn't think of it that way. I thought it. I mean, like it's like,
How
yeah,
do
the
they
ocean
know?
is sinking into
It's
itself.
just a black hole.
All right. I mean,
So
maybe
I
it's,
mean, like, how do
maybe
they really
like
know, though?
maybe like the plates are splitting or something like that, or maybe they're like crashing and like one
don't
side's getting
believe
pushed
them.
down. That's the way I thought of it. I didn't
First
think
of
of it as
all,
like
but
We
my-
had
my-
this
we
bitch
had an
about to collapse
earthquake
in.
in Cleveland.
But if
It's
it's
something
sinking,
wrong.
if-
Shit. I'm gonna say that part.
Y'all did have a little pussy at the earthquake that I did feel.
I didn't feel that bitch either.
It was a little 4 point something, which is
Like,
weak.
yeah, did you feel that?
I didn't feel it. I woke up and it was like, yeah, we had an earthquake. I'm like, oh.
This nigga gonna say, I thought it was a raccoon under my bed.
Why do you feel like there's raccoons in your house? That it could have just got to under your bed, like.
There's a raccoon under my bed. Wow.
That was
Wow.
real specific.
Yeah,
that
wow.
was super specific.
That bitch got back in the house, huh?
So it's not your first experience. Your
You
raccoons
know what this
know
feels
each other.
like? Yeah. Oh, okay.
You live with a raccoon. Anything else for science?
Okay, well, to answer your question in like just a general form, what's happening is the with all the ice and everything melting, the ocean floor is literally just giving way to the weight of the ocean.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not,
That doesn't sound like what it's supposed to do.
it's not.
I don't believe
because
it.
most of that water is always frozen.
Yeah, so it's lighter and it's not lighter, but buoyant.
It's a lot of shit going on.
This is dumb. Why are we? And why don't you believe it?
Because like what the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
All of a sudden it just be like, it's too heavy. Like out of nowhere. And like she said, how do you know if we never been down there?
I don't understand.
I mean, we can get
Okay,
to
I
some
understand
parts of the
ice
floor, we just
melting,
can't get to the deepest parts of the floor.
But even then, if I have a fucking cup of ice and I fill my water up to the top of the cup with the ice in the cup and my ice melts, my cup is not gonna overflow. It's gonna have the same amount of shit that was in there that was already in there.
Heavier, so.
It's not like more water was added. Is
and
that
then
right?
more millions of years. It just all this time it was
about
holding
it
up.
This. How about
and
you
all
think
of a
about
sudden
it
like,
this?
nah.
If you had a cup filled with ice, and not a styrofoam cup, a paper cup, fill the paper cup with ice. That's not really gonna do nothing to it. Now, if that paper cup with ice starts to melt, eventually that bottom of that paper cup is gonna start to leak and fall in. It's not that
I can hear that, but
same principle.
Well, how do you know that? Because it's the fucking bottom of the earth. It can. How do we know what it can withstand? It's not paper.
Like, yeah, but I don't understand. But it's not just a cup of ice either. It's a whole ass mountains of ice that are.
I just. It's not. It's not really making sense for me because we can't get down there. The force of it is just too strong for any fucking thing that we build to get all the way down to the bottom of it.
But the force of water crushes earth.
We use satellite technology to map the bottoms of the ocean.
I don't believe them. And I don't believe them because they just can't. They still can't. Okay, so they know how deep the ocean is. Period.
Yeah. We just can't go down there.
So they know exactly.
Yeah, from the deepest points we found is in the I can't think of
the deepest points we found or how deep it is. Because what if it's deeper? Like I'm just.
I mean, like
it's
I said,
so
the
it's
part,
such a
deepest, there could be
like the ocean
parts,
is almost like space for me.
But like the deepest parts of the ocean that we found so far is what I think 7 miles down in the
7 miles
bottom of the
7 miles.
Yeah, he said 7 miles. He didn't say kilometers. He didn't say
7 miles.
0.
Yeah,
that's deep.
That's real deep.
It's deep, but I thought it was way deeper.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, that's like at the bottom point of the Mariana Trench. Like when they go down there, you be seeing people down in like the little submersible shit. They're down in there. That's like 7 miles deep. Like you lose sunlight at like a mile and a half, 2 miles.
Say, I know it's deep enough to where you lose sunlight. I do know that, but I just thought it was
like 700
I feel like it should
miles
be
or 70
deeper
miles.
than 7 miles.
7 miles is
that's a grip for water. Period. Yeah. I'm not about to fucking swim
like
7 miles.
If you go 7 miles straight up, we're in the atmosphere.
7?
Yes, if you go 7 miles straight up.
I need to get my shit together.
Because think about it, like, all right.
I need to get my because I'm just like in my head, I'm thinking like 7 miles.
It doesn't seem like saying 7 miles doesn't seem like.
It doesn't seem like it's a lot. I know that it's a lot for space, and I know that it's a lot for the ocean. But if that's as deep as they found, like I always thought it was more. And if that's as deep as they found, how do we know that it's not more? And if that's as deep as they found and there is more, how do they know that the floor is falling?
Yeah.
That's just my thought. Like I just don't understand.
Yeah, that shit just sound like hella convenient. Like they be trying to scare you into thinking like this earth just a bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Just a bitch ass earth. Yeah.
Does 36,000 feet sound better?
Yeah, 36,000 feet. 11,000 meters.
Because you're having to equal 7 miles.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Because that's what I'm like. All right, like if you put it in like kilometers and meters, it's a high ass number. But in miles,
even
like
36 feet. I mean, it sounds good, but it don't sound
36.
Like, I mean, oh yeah,
feet.
okay. No, 36,000 feet does sound. I was thinking 36 feet. And I'm like,
yeah, it's 11,000.
We got
meters.
buildings.
7 miles.
I was about to be like, bruh, what the fuck? But yeah, no, that does sound like. I guess maybe it's just because it was only 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like just 7. Like nigga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, not 8. I started singing fucking 21 Savage. Yeah, just 7. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that some more. But I still don't believe.
All right. That's all I got for science, though. You know.
Thank you for the good word. That was a good word today.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Good word.
Mm-hmm.
We had a rare word.
A rare word.
We did.
Fucking ocean talk.
Ocean talk's always fun. When dolphins disappear.
I thought you was having a baby the way you was holding your stomach.
I was having a flu.
What's going on over there?
I was over here having a flu organ. Let me be honest.
Clearly.
I was
like I just heard him just sigh and just grab.
Yeah, he was over there kind of silent for a second too.
Like you didn't hear him go
smashing that bitch up.
What the fuck is going on?
It was good. Anyway,
clearly.
On my portion of the motherfucking show.
Ow! Here we come.
We got Harvey Weinstein out here, basically getting off free.
Essentially.
Bitch ass nigga.
You got that rich people insurance.
Yeah. So basically, his insurance company is going to pay his and the company that he worked for, the Weinstein Foundation and MMC or something like that. Or MMC or something. I can't remember. Anyway, these two companies are going to basically pay for Harvey Weinstein legal fees and that $44 million that he was supposed to pay to all the women that he assaulted. And so basically, only 2 women didn't, I guess, file in this joint suit. So they get to go, and I think there's going to be a criminal case towards that with them. But outside of that, he's basically getting off without having to pay or any penalties.
Right.
And he probably makes some money because his legal fees and everything like that are also included in the settlement of that $44 million. So he gonna get broken off some bread. He gonna, and yeah,
go about his life.
Pretty much.
Essentially.
Yeah. Let it have been one of my niggas though.
Basically.
That nigga
Let it have been one of my niggas. I think it's some fuck shit.
They've been saying Harvey Weinstein was a whole fucking creep. Creepy ass. Disgusting ass. Like, all them bitches was like, listen, do not go to sleep at that motherfucker's house.
Damn. Hey, that's fucked up.
I don't know what that reaffirms about our society.
Yeah, that's how I was gonna take it. It's like, how do y'all feel about that, and like how we like treat and care for women?
We don't.
Because like this is. Because I never really think about like sexual assault or rape or being like a victim, but I'm sure that women have to think about that in like in our daily lives and just in general. And I'm like, that's never something that's ever like crossed my mind.
Ashley has a story.
I would say I'm more
Ashley
like
has a story.
Oh, okay.
No, Marcus, go ahead, and I'll tell my story.
Oh no, I would say it's more likely for me to believe I get robbed before I get like sexually assaulted.
Yeah, like
this is me thinking about that Boondocks episode. I'm sorry. What's his name? The one that don't want to get anally raped.
Oh, fucking Tom.
I just watched that episode the other day. I don't want to go to jail.
It's very serious. I don't want no man getting raped, and I'm sorry if a man has ever been raped, obviously. Yeah. But I just remember me like, oh shit, anally raped. It's like
he was wilding.
He would say it like,
"Get me out of here." I don't think you understand. They're gonna send me to prison if I stand here for the weekend.
Excuse me, I was distracted by this fine motherfucker right here. But anyway, serious fucking note. Marcus, did you finish with the fucking
I was done. That was it.
Oh, okay. So one night I was messing with this. Not messing with. There was this guy I really thought was a pretty cool friend. We had messed with each other before, but I just wasn't feeling him. And I think I was in one relationship where things was going sour. So he was like, "Oh, let me take you out. Let's go out for drinks. You know, you ain't got to worry about a damn thing." So we drinking, dinner and everything, having a good time. Yes, he does know how I feel about him at this point. I'm not interested, right? I just consider you a friend. We still, presumably still cool. You probably still have feelings for me, but you know how I feel about you. So after we get finished drinking, I go back to his house in his basement. He about to turn on a movie or whatever. I'm just chit chatting. We just vibing, having a good time. We pretty distant from the couch because obviously I don't want to be anything more than your friend. So out of nowhere, he climbs on top of me, and I'm just like, no, I'm not feeling that. Like I'm, trying to push him off. Then he gets like heavy on me, and I thought I was a big girl. Like, oh, when I couldn't move, I think I just froze. And I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. I'm like, no, you need to really get off of me. And when he wouldn't get off, that's when I hit him, and I was like, yo, I gotta go. So I told this story on Facebook one day, and then it was two sides. People felt like, oh, you were the victim, and then other people were like, no, you knew what you were doing. Why would you put yourself in that situation? So I don't know. Not saying I don't know how I should feel about it, because I know, like, good and fucking well, like, even years later, he apologized for what he did. Now, do I admit, like, I wish I would have never went down there? Sometimes. But I feel like, do I get to play the victim card? I don't know, because people didn't talk to me out of it where I feel like, damn, was I in the wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because I went down there and people were like, you knew what you was doing, this, that, and the other. So I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's just my personal story with it. And that's why for Harvey Weinstein, I'd be so torn, because yes, I do feel like women do need to be a little bit protected more. But at the same time, like Harvey Weinstein, everybody knows that he's a fucking creep. And does he ever get held for his does he ever get held accountable for his actions? Seeming like he don't. But as an actress, would you put yourself around Harvey Weinstein to either get further in your career or whatever the case may be? That's something that I'm torn with. And I'm not either way, because I've been in a situation like that where I thought I would have been safe, and then I wasn't, and then people telling me like, you knew what you were doing. So
I think that the nature of you knew what it was, like that's what is fucking everything up. That's
It
not
is.
how people should be thinking. Regardless of if I'm chilling with a nigga I fuck with, if I'm chilling with my nigga, my husband, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, if I say no and I'm uncomfortable, then no and I'm uncomfortable at the end of the day. Like it's not about what I came down here for you to do, nigga. We
I
gotta
guess
both
I
be on the
agree
same
and
page.
disagree.
Like no, I can't really rock with that. Like even if like somebody coming over and my intention is to fuck, I'm not just gonna fuck because I want to fuck. Like you
right.
feel me? I'm not like I'm not gonna force myself on you.
Also, I don't think you should ever force out. I agree completely with you. You should never like force yourself on a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. But I also think that people do have a level of accountability
Mm-hmm.
for the situations that they allow themselves to be placed into.
I can agree with that.
And so
I
I
can
don't
agree with
think
that.
it is, oh, you knew what was going on. No, you probably had no idea that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you should also know that, hey, is this the best course of action for my safety in all scenarios? And if you can't say yes, then you probably shouldn't do it. Like, I don't stay to the end at the end of clubs. I leave probably like 10, 15 minutes early,
Mm-hmm.
because I know at the end, niggas
That's
get
when
to
shit
fighting,
get
niggas get to shooting. So do I want to stay and put myself in that environment? No. Should I have to leave and cut my fun short? No, but I also know that certain environments aren't necessarily for me. So I guess that's the boundary that I like to
Mm-hmm.
play with. So I think people know, regardless of wherever you go, people shouldn't be doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there's a certain level of like honesty we have to have, that not just men, all people are pretty wicked
Mm-hmm.
at a certain degree.
That's a fact.
And so since people are wicked, you should err on the side of that. People are probably wicked, and if they feel like they have the advantageous position over you,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to try and take advantage of that. And
I
as long as
can.
you err on that side, you usually stay pretty cool. And you don't have to even look at people, a specific person, like, oh, I look at you a specific way. But I just judge all
Just
people
people
that
in general.
people in general are always going to choose to make put themselves in the most advantageous position. That's just human nature.
I can understand exactly where you're coming from.
So I don't think that you should ever like once you there though. No, you can't be pinning down a woman and be like, "Oh, you gonna give me?" No, that's crazy.
In that particular situation, I get what you're saying. Yes, you have to be accountable for yourself, but in that particular situation,
you can't be putting your hands.
I don't think that the blame should go to anybody that was put in a position like that because.
Oh no, I don't think that you should blame.
No, I'm saying for the people that was talking the shit, you know, that was on Facebook or whatever. But no, I get what I agree with you saying though. But
I don't think you can blame people.
So, but I think that's why people are so. My bad, Marcus. Yeah, everybody because that simple statement of you knew what you was getting into.
Yeah, I know. I
that
didn't know
shouldn't even really be a thing. I didn't. I thought it was just some cool shit.
Cool.
I thought, like
now what you should say is you should have been prepared for danger.
That's probably more accurate. I was about to say that's a better statement.
What I was getting into because I thought this nigga was cool. I was coming over to chill. I'm not even by the nigga, and he hop on me. I didn't know what I was getting into. You know, none of that. That's how I was like, oh, let me sign on the contract where, hey, he just hopped 15 feet off of the couch and I'm now pinned down.
Right.
Because I knew that was going to happen. I signed up. That don't make no sense. But so I don't agree with the, you knew what you was getting into.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a thing.
But yeah, no, fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he definitely should
be held accountable.
This shit's been going on for way too long.
You know, I think I don't think that in any situation the man shouldn't be held accountable. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that sometimes women should take self-reflection, or even whoever is the victim. So I don't want to just say women, but whoever is the victim should take like some self-reflection and be like, all right, so how did I play a part in me getting into that situation? Right. But that never absolves the man of all of the shit that he did, because those are two different conversations. Mm-hmm. How did I put myself in this area for this to happen to me? And now why you did that to me is completely different. That is unacceptable. You shouldn't have done that to me. That's not excusable. That you got to be punished for that, because that me being here, that's like saying that, oh, I walked across the street and got hit by a car, but I shouldn't have walked across the street. That don't make no sense.
Right.
Like, there's an assumption of risk. Yeah, I know the cars are coming. I look both ways. I did with my due diligence. I know this nigga, he not a stranger. I've done my due diligence. So him pouncing on me is crazy. But y'all like, oh no, it's your fault now. That don't make no sense.
It's just like more of a sense of like knowing your surroundings, just being aware.
Yeah,
the things around you. You know, that's what it comes down to. It shouldn't be
be
oh, it's your fault, or oh, you should have known this was gonna happen.
But I also don't think that men and women should hang out after they started drinking.
You don't?
No, it's twofold reason. One, to protect women, because men get a little when they're intoxicated. And then two, to protect men, because women aren't afforded. I don't know. The law treats y'all like children, and basically says that y'all aren't capable of making decisions while y'all are intoxicated. So if we have sex, y'all could go back and say that a man raped y'all because you were drunk, and that's not really what you wanted to do.
Right.
And so I just don't feel like y'all should just, like, if y'all not really like that way, y'all probably shouldn't kick it after like liquor's been involved. It's a bad combination for both sides.
Yeah. Like I said, like, I don't blame myself.
Oh, no,
I don't blame him either. I don't hang out with the nigga no more. Like, even after he apologized, I was like,
oh no, you gotta go.
Yeah, like after that, I was like, no, none of that was okay.
Yeah, like, you're a weirdo.
But at the same time, I learned, like, all right, let's not be naive anymore. Like, we can't even afford it at this point. Because after that happened, I was like, oh,
it was way too close.
That's wild.
No. So yeah, like I said, the Harvey Weinstein thing is definitely just especially with Hollywood and the shit that they don't tell us. Like, what's that nigga Elijah Wood been telling us about the fucking pedophilia rings? The Corey brothers been telling us, like, yo, these niggas is mad fucking pedophiles. They doing all sorts of sick shit. So the shit that we don't know scares me even worse. And putting him on blast again, because I think this ain't even the first time this nigga been involved. But no, I don't know if his money is protecting him or whatever the case may be. But
I mean, he has a
money
lot
is
of
an excellent shield.
Before now, society as a whole didn't care about women, and so right now it's kind of like, I don't want to say like the popular thing to care about women, but it is become more of the standard to care about women, or at least to start looking at women in a different light. Mm-hmm. But that hasn't really been the case up until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like after I was maybe looking at some old shit, and I think now it's like, I'm not gonna say trendy, but they've been having the same conversations for decades now.
Yeah, but no one cared before. Like, things are actually happening now, is what I mean. Before, like, y'all were just talking about it. Like, women have never not talked about, like, the bullshit that y'all have gone through. Yeah. But society as a whole didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now society as a whole seems like, oh, that is actually some fucked up shit that y'all been going through. Let us address this. Let us, like, hold people accountable. Even though we still see motherfuckers getting off kind of free. Mm-hmm. Harvey Weinstein still did get removed from, like, all of his, like, businesses, and so he's not a force in Hollywood anymore. Granted, he's not really facing any, like, personal consequences outside of that. Right. But it's different where it was like, oh, he raped you, or he told you to get on your knees for this part, and you, well, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Mm-hmm. And then we never hear about it. So I guess that's where I look at it as different, where before women were saying these things were happening, we were just like, eh. And now women are saying these things are happening, and at least some things are happening about him. Not a lot, because, like, this nigga's still basically getting off. And I don't know, maybe people look at what he did differently than they look at, like, violent rape. Mm-hmm. But if you use your power to rape somebody, it's the same thing. Still rape. Like, if they don't want to sleep with you outside of your force, regardless of if it's a physical force or you having leverage in a situation, that's rape. That's taking advantage. I don't. Right. But people probably don't look at it like that's the only thing that I can see is, like, the difference between, like, how Bill Cosby was, like, vilified and demonized because he was like, oh, you're drugging women and then sleeping with them, whereas Harvey Weinstein was like, I got this good ass role. Essentially, you know, pop that pussy for a real script. Exactly, and see how I can make a joke about that. People are like, yeah, and so yeah, it's probably just seemed like that, where it's like
just like going on my Facebook profile. Yeah, pop that pussy for a real script.
Yeah, that's Harvey Weinstein. Like, I'm
gonna put that too. Harvey Weinstein. That's fucked up. I don't do that.
Yeah, you should. That's
Ash gonna get blocked.
I'm just gonna get taken down. I mean,
I thought you was for women.
But I'm saying that's probably what happened though. And so I just feel like that since they don't see that as, like, rape, that might be why it's not as much of an outcry, because it's like, oh, you were drugging women. That's clearly rape. Oh, you're just telling women to sleep with you. I don't know what that is. No, it's rape too. But we ain't gonna talk about it. That's some sad shit. On to other sad news. All of our music is gone.
All of it?
No, not all of it, but a lot of it. Universal Music Group lost a lot of music.
I was about to be like, wait a minute.
Where'd it go?
Right. No, I'm like, fuck, I should have got some goddamn CDs and downloaded my music. We just had this conversation, goddammit.
Tony was right.
Goddammit, Tony. You knew a week before.
I was trying to let y'all know.
Go tell a nigga for real.
Hey, I put you on
that new Flying Lotus album before it came out. You knew then.
You knew then, nigga. The fuck?
But yeah, no. So
the vault is on fire.
Group, yeah, they have a place in Universal Studios called the Vault, and so in 2008 it caught on fire near the Back to the Future and King Kong event amusement park area, and they basically didn't really, like, specify or even speak about the music that was damaged in the initial, like, reports of, oh, there was a fire. They just talked about all the movies and things like that were lost. But they lost a lot of stuff. Because you see them pulling out canisters or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they lost Tribe Called Quest. They lost the 2 Roots albums. They lost Tupac stuff, Eminem, Snoop. A lot of just, like, master recordings. All that shit that, like, Prince was fighting for. But yeah. It was like 175,000 pieces that they estimate were lost. So Universal did come back and say, oh, that's not accurate. The Times is wrong. but they didn't give no specific details on what part about the times was wrong about. And then the Roots also did come out and say, hey, the Illidid and some other album that they had. You want to know why they never been remastered? And then they tagged this article. So I feel like it has more truth to it than not, especially since other artists are like, well, actually, they told us our shit was gone, and this article is pretty accurate. So this is why they didn't make it again, which is pretty trash because they just basically like detailed things confidential.
It's fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, but like Duke Ellington, Aljo, I don't know, Jude Garland, Billie Holiday,
Ella Fitzgerald.
I don't know what the Decca catalog is.
I don't know, but it sounds important.
Definitely.
Chuck Berry's
Chuck Berry.
His so shit is old.
Etta James, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf.
All Chuck Berry stuff gone.
Willie Dixon.
Aretha Franklin.
You think they be doing that shit on purpose?
Oh, what Universal said is that they release all this music commercially. But that don't tell us about where the masters are.
Right.
That just means that you released a commercial version of it. That's not the same as what they said that y'all did. But yeah.
Damn.
So,
that is James' most famous song.
Just gone.
Gone at last. Gone. That's crazy.
That's
so that's what's happening not happening. It happened 11 years ago, but
that we're just finding out about.
We're just finding out about
2019.
Yeah. 11 years later, well, I guess we can tell them.
Our last piece of music. DJ Khaled.
Oh shit.
Versus Tyler the Creator.
Oh shit.
And Billboard.
Oh shit.
But DJ Khaled is mad. He said that he makes music to be heard. You know what? Did you hear what DJ Khaled said?
I heard exactly what the fuck nigga said.
He made music to be heard.
I make music to be heard.
In the barbershop.
In barbershops.
Not that weirdo shit.
Not that mysterious shit.
Yeah, that mysterious shit that don't nobody ever hear. So, how do y'all feel about DJ Khaled, Mr. Positivity, Mr. I got the keys and so happy and blessed and all of this, going out of his way and shitting on Tyler and being on like a rant, and then also now suing Billboard?
Does anybody want to speak before I do?
No, you can go first.
I feel like she got an attitude.
Because DJ Khaled get on my fucking nerves. Like, what the fuck do you do?
Thank you. Thank you.
What is it that you do? Like, why are you here?
Why not are you here? A rapper. You're not an artist. For the
corny ass nigga in the room that just found a way to capitalize off of other motherfuckers.
Yes.
Thanks, DJ Khaled, for telling the actual musician that he don't matter. Thank you so much for your expertise, for sitting that fucking keyboard over and over again. You have really contributed to the overall greatest status of expanding hip hop and making it build upon it and make it better than it was before. Thank you so much for your expertise on this. I really appreciate it.
Do you know what the nigga tried to do?
What did he do?
The nigga tried to boost his sales by fucking giving away his album with energy drinks. $1 energy drinks.
He basically tried to pair it with a pyramid scheme energy drink.
Yes.
That's all we call it.
And then it's just like, nah, you can't do that, bro.
Yeah. Because what the fuck do you got to do with this energy drink with your non-weight losing ass that be working out every day? What the fuck?
Shots.
Now I'm just let Ash.
What the fuck? Bro, you're not an artist. Tyler has a true fan base. Tyler has a cult fan base of a mixture of people. Tyler's music, just because you don't hear it in barbershops or you don't hear it in cars, does not mean that niggas is not playing it. Don't nobody want to fucking hear this mediocre ass CD.
Exactly.
With the same fucking features, and you only get the features of the niggas that's hot. You have no loyalty to the niggas that you started with.
Or
the niggas that's hot. Or the niggas you signed. There you go. But you're just a fucking culture vulture. And you need to quit saying nigga.
What the fuck? Quit saying nigga.
It's no heart in none of what he does, and it
no.
just contributes to a larger fucking issue. At least Tyler do something from, you know what I'm saying, just from pure creativity, whether you like it or not. This nigga just literally just sucks the life out of whatever the fuck he want to touch just for the pure gain of it. And that's what I mean, I don't know if nobody. That's why Tyler would have more of a loyal fan base, because that shit comes from a genuine place, good or not, whether you like it or not, doesn't matter.
I mean, realistically, I don't feel like DJ Khaled's fans are DJ Khaled's fans.
No, that's what I
They're
was
his
about
features
to say.
fans.
Yes. The only reason that you have fans is because you have hot niggas on your records. And these niggas is coming to the records to listen to their artists that they like, the artists that they like. Fucking who on them bitches? Jay-Z, Nip.
Ain't nobody gonna be like, yeah, remember when DJ Khaled came out with that classic ass album that changed everything?
And
no one's gonna say that.
But how ungrateful of you. You mad because you came in number 2. How ungrateful when this niggas out here that's struggling and you out here buying artists to put on your CD. It's niggas out here struggling to get on any fucking thing, to get a fan base.
Right. And you ain't even giving new niggas a chance.
Exactly.
You literally just picking and grabbing like fucking Golden State Warriors. Let me just pick my super team.
Yes. I will say.
And you also use other producers. So what the fuck do you do?
So I'm not gonna defend, but I am gonna throw this out and see how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think that it's a talent that he gets the producers and the artists together and crafts it and curates the album?
No, because you can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not a talent, but you can do that. I can do that.
Beat and then also puts the artist on the beat and everything like that.
No. I can find the beat right now. You want to find the beat right now?
Okay, I'm not saying that I give him credit, but I know that is an argument that people have for him.
That's not artistry. That's just knowing.
I'm not defending. I just let y'all know that's an argument for him.
But it's also people that make beats that's like, ooh, this a good ass Drake good ass beat for Drake to be on, or this a good ass beat for somebody else to be on. Like, if you got that clout to get in touch with these artists as a producer, then you might be able to create your own fucking We the Best soundtrack. Shit, like, with your own beats and cut the middleman out the bitch. Like,
I always hated that fat fuck. Every time I look at him, I'm like, the fuck
now, granted, I will give him his credit. He did had some, like, back in the day, some good bangers that niggas used to listen to. Like, that's cool. You brought some artists together. You had fucking Ace Hood, Wayne, Rick Ross, all them niggas on one track, and the shit was going. But
yeah.
Because you didn't get number 1, you think that it gives you the right to blow down on my nigga Tyler? You got me fucked up. Okay? Yeah, but fuck DJ Khaled.
And that was a word from Big Dog. and I just want to let y'all know, because I think it's some hater shit.
Yeah, it really is.
No, he looks so fucking salty in that video.
He was.
Like,
you imagine you ain't get number 1.
You didn't have to shit on Tyler because of that, though.
I feel like in his head, like, he made the greatest masterpiece ever.
In
like,
his head,
he do got a lot of, like, great ass features, but like,
they're
still,
just features, though.
But it's not him. Yeah.
It's not
and
you.
Me personally, I don't even care for features. I like to just hear the artist do their thing. Like, that's why I really fuck with Tyler, because he just himself. He put himself into his music, into the beat, into the lyrics, into the editing, all that shit. Like, that's why I fuck with Tyler, because the nigga just was always doing himself, and regardless of what somebody said, nigga was just still doing him.
Yeah, that is not artistry. I'm sorry, he's not an artist.
Oh no,
I don't know what to call DJ Khaled, but he's not an artist. And like you said, he should be grateful that he even get a fucking
number
how many
2
albums you have to compete with to come to number 2 album in the country.
That's a whole fucking list of 200
Someone's
albums
79.
that you're mad at. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Someone's 1,500,072, my nigga. You complain about being number 2 in the whole entire country.
Like, you really believe that
people happy to be in the top 100.
And if he really was an artist, why don't you take one of your Ali Akbar's niggas and put them on? You know what I'm saying?
Make the niggas on.
Yeah.
Put the niggas on, bro.
Make the fucking Desert Chronicles number 3 and see how that shit blow up. I'm waiting for that shit.
Man. The Desert Chronicles 3.
Wherever the fuck you from. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that shit to blow up.
Somebody in their feelings today.
All right,
I
so
was really pissed off about DJ Khaled, man. Fuck that nigga.
that's all I have for pop culture.
Yeah,
I could go on DJ Khaled all day.
We
see that.
We know.
Bitch ass nigga. I could go on Tyler all day. I love you, Tyler. My baby. Been that since VCR Wheels.
Look at her.
You can't say VCR without me singing it.
Yeah.
VCR.
Fuck that nigga DJ Khaled.
All right,
Grateful ass. Then got the nerve to have a fucking album called Grateful. So bitch ass.
We're not done yet.
Lying.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, bitch ass.
Irritating.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to fucking sell some CDs with a goddamn energy drink. Fuck. Who do that?
Nobody.
Thank you for my ad libs. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I definitely been over here just ad libbing the entire time. I was like, well, she going off, so I'm gonna just ad lib it until it's time for Ash.
Okay, I'm done.
No, I was fine. I was like, I got nothing else to do. I ain't got no other segment, so I would just ad lib.
No, that's just some whole shit, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Let a nigga had a shine.
Fact.
My nigga Tyler out here with the tight pants on, wig. nigga DJ Khaled. This nigga DJ Khaled was at Beyonce concert with a whole nother DJ. How the fuck do that shit work?
He the greatest hype man alive.
Man, this nigga better go.
What you do?
He said there's just too many ways to count how
What the
garbage
fuck?
it
This
is.
nigga was kicking the DJ off his damn thing and then getting on there and then like, all right, I'm done.
One day this nigga's fucking album gonna be in the dollar store bin. And I'm gonna not buy it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna take a picture of it and at this nigga on Twitter. I remember back in 2000 such and such. This is you now. I can't wait.
Hell
yeah.
Only reason you got number 2 because of them damn features. The only reason. Because you got money to get them features.
Facts.
And why you got money to get them features? Because niggas was fucking with your features, not you.
Yeah. Who the fuck is just like, I really love to make an album with DJ Khaled, a whole full length. Just me and him.
I'm irritated about his ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he do. He promotes the track. He's like, DJ Khaled, promotes himself a little bit.
DJ Khaled!
You got it. Cause I watched SNL, and I watched it like he performed on SNL's finale.
He performed.
Let me take that
He
back.
performed, right.
He pulled a whole bunch of people up there to perform. Like, his first performance was SZA, so I appreciated that. And then he did a couple songs that had the mix with Baby, Lil Baby, Meek, Jeremiah. And then the second, and Wayne.
Advantage of people that's popular, quote unquote, right now.
And then the second performance was just a whole bunch of people too. He called up Meek back.
Well, I will give him credit. Since he started, Wayne has always been on it.
Wayne has always been on it.
And even when Wayne was struggling and not being able to release his own music,
yeah, my nigga Wayne.
So that's the only credit I'll give DJ Khaled.
That's cool. I'm not mad at DJ Khaled for that. Like I said, he got some good shit.
Other than that, you not a good CEO. Like Ace Hood had to leave you and get further. Like niggas be having to get further from you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this nigga had. I woke up in a Bugatti and that was a smash, and you didn't turn that into nothing.
Nothing. You just let it be a single.
But I mean. But if y'all think about that realistically, that's what DJ Khaled do. DJ Khaled do singles, so he did what he did. He's like, this is what I do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what else you want me to do.
Facts.
I gave you a
Can't
single.
be bad at it.
You woke up with a Bugatti.
I really did not like that song. Like it was a good song, but it got played out so much. That was I don't even like this shit no more.
I can't even relate.
Like Ace Hood was raw though on the track.
Not Morgan Freeman. Tracy Morgan crashed his $3 million Bugatti.
He was looking saucy
when he first got it, didn't he? Like after 15 minutes of buying it, right?
Yeah.
He was looking
He
saucy.
didn't crash it. Somebody in a Corolla hit him.
You got to be mad
as he was.
You know how mad I be?
Damn.
I was in a fucking Bugatti. Wait, where are you at? That you in a Bugatti and somebody hit you with a Corolla?
The middle of New York City because the Bugatti dealership is in the middle of Manhattan.
My nigga, why is it in the middle of Manhattan?
I don't know, but
you know how much gas you gotta pay to get that bitch anywhere?
Where he was going, he was taking it. He was trying to get it from the dealership.
Bruh, Tracy Morgan, your old hood ass. You should have had somebody ship that bitch to your house. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna drive it home.
They about to get
you gonna have to stop 3 times before you get home anyway.
They about to get all the way dropped.
Bitch literally get 6 miles to the gallon.
You gotta go.
Nigga, you about to make us pay fucking $1 million for a bumper?
Your punk ass Corolla.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
you got to go.
You gotta go.
They definitely.
On another note, fuck DJ Khaled.
Oh wait, hold on, no, wait, look, no. President Corolla was like, man, fuck that nigga.
Hey, no. Tracy Morgan hopped out the car, mad and yelling, screaming, "Get out the car! Get out the car!" And I mean, Tracy Morgan was not playing.
I'm telling you,
I
the dude in the Corolla saw that.
I wouldn't
saw
either.
that nigga
I
like,
feel
who the
it,
fuck you
but
think you
bro,
is? Bump your shit.
You know that nigga ain't
Fuck
got no
you,
bread to
nigga.
pay for your car.
This a fucking Corolla, nigga. I don't care. I got insurance.
One of his seats probably costs as much as a fucking Corolla.
Nigga, the light probably, the headlight is probably the cost as much as a fucking Corolla.
And you hit me, the audacity.
But yeah, that wasn't on my news list. That's just something that I thought. I don't know what
Random disclaimer. Shout out to Tyler, the creator, for that.
Oh, but 1 second until we go to this beautiful Ash for the wonderful topic. She got some polyamorous relationship that she's been inside, and she wants to tell us deep, dark secrets. Get back to this polyamorous relationship that Ash was in. You're not gonna talk about it?
You just started that.
I mean, that's
I was never in one. I definitely got invited to be in one.
It's just so weird. I can't hear you.
And I declined.
I just don't. I gotta figure this out.
Not right now, you don't.
No, not right now. But just keep talking.
It's just so weird. No. She's like, I do have to sleep.
No, I'm not gonna figure it out right now. It's just weird that I can hear her, and I see it doing what it's supposed to do. So that's fine. Keep going.
But no, this actually sparked it because everybody that claims they want to do it is just so 100% for being polyamorous, or it's mostly dudes trying to get multiple females. And I don't really see a female being like, I'm trying to have multiple niggas.
My
What's
best
up?
friend wants to have.
I mean, that's the thing, though.
Oh, we'll get into that later because in my mind, that sounds.
Oh no, she doesn't want multiple niggas. She's cool with the polyamorous situation where it's her and another woman.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do y'all think would be the good parts of being in something like that, if you feel like there's any? Because for me, I guess you would have more resources to deal with. You definitely got more people in your team cooperating, making sure things run more smoothly. But
many hands make light work.
Right. So,
I mean, to me, that'd be the truest benefit of it. Like, there's just more resources in the situation. Like, and let's say you're in a situation where the normal dynamic could be a working parent, working mother, working father. You have a child, right? You have to figure out, like, I guess, childcare and all that whatnot, having someone else in the situation. Well, now there's someone that could be a stay-at-home parent. There's someone that could do that and whatnot, or they could be working also. Like you said, like I said, like the biggest benefit to me for that situation would just be the resources put into it. It might make life easier. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, and I also thought about how if they say like it's more women than it is men, you know what I'm saying? And finding a man is not at all hard. Finding a good man is the fucking issue. And if you find someone that could do that for you, and you're a woman and you're looking for a hetero male, would that be a solution to a problem where you just like, listen, you out here struggling, you by yourself. I know you don't want to do that. I know you want a good man. Why don't you just come down? We can share Tyrone or whatever the case may be. Would that be a bad idea for some women who just feel like, damn, I can't catch a break, my nigga? I feel like that could potentially eliminate cheating, but I'm not saying that's 100% at all. Like, niggas still will roam if they fucking feel like they want to do that. But
I mean, I guess looking at it that way, it could possibly. Because, I mean, there's a lot of theories and things talk about how they believe humans weren't meant to be monogamous in the first place.
I disagree with that.
So, like, it's a possibility that could be something that helps that specific situation.
I think that, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with humans not supposed to be monogamous. I think that because we have the capacity to understand that we like sex, people has made the argument to say that no, we enjoy this, so we're not wired to be.
Yeah, like you just giving in, like, oh, just because it takes work. It takes work to be monogamous. Like you really have to learn to not give into your goofy ass urges.
To have a successful polyamorous relationship, and so I don't think that one's easier than the other. Because I feel like if you're in a polyamorous relationship and there's infighting or there's some type of dissension or resentment, then it's not realistically working the way it's supposed to. Just like a relationship, if there's resentment and dissension, it's not working the way it's supposed to.
I think that you're going to encounter those problems is how you come out the end of that, because that shit happen with just regular two people.
I mean, yeah, you're always going to have those problems, but if that's like the world that y'all live in, if like your world is just revolved around like we're doing this, but inside of what we're doing, there's also resentment here, there's anger towards this, but we're all just kind of going along with it for the sake of going along with it, that relationship's broken. Just like how if you're going along with all the bullshit and everything like that, not really trying to address anything just for the sake of being in a relationship with somebody, that relationship is broken.
Right.
So that's what I mean. It's like y'all can be in a broken relationship either way. So I feel like they both take work. I feel like I would be in a polyamorous relationship, but it would more be like
it might be more work.
I mean, I'm fine with the work. I don't care about that. It's more so like I would want the woman to already be predispositioned into being like interested in women.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
So that would have to be like the first thing, and then the other woman also would have to have that predisposition.
Yeah, you can't take two women that way.
I would want them to like form a bond outside of me.
That's where I think it would work.
Build me into it, because I don't think that me just picking two women would create a positive situation. That's more of like an ego driven. But if you're in a situation where there's like a coalition of love and just like a fluence of that, because I'm gonna love her. Like if she's dope and everything like that, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna rock with that. And if I love and rock with you, I'm with that. But y'all two realistically need to be able to like love and care and cherish each other for this to be a real thing. Because then y'all are not gonna like fight for my attention, because it's not only about that at that point. And once it's not only about the one central person's attention, then it's fine, I think.
You think it's possible, like if you in that situation, that you could love one person more than you would love the other? So if you was the head dude in charge, could you love both your partners equally, or do you think like
I think
one person would get more love than the other one?
Well, I guess, do you think that you stop loving a person after you break up with them?
I don't think you stop loving them, but I think it's about whether or not you're in love with them.
But I guess what I mean by that is, do you think the fact that you love somebody else prohibits you from loving another person?
No.
Same principle.
No.
I guess is what I see it as like.
I think love is just like, when it comes to like a polyamorous relationship, is about what you love about each person and what they love about each person
like,
too.
I mean,
and that's what makes it cohesive.
If you look at it in that sense, it'd be like, well, you always have a favorite something. Like there's one person, like she said, you have to look at them for who they are and what you like about them specifically, because then at that point you're comparing them, and then you'll start showing favor instead of just like, having a favor in the sense, I guess.
And see, I guess I look at it as, I can see that being an issue if you all don't live together, because then the amount of time and availability can probably be like
I can
portioned
agree.
off. But if you guys all live together, I can't speak for any other man, but just for me, like, me loving somebody doesn't change the way that I love somebody else. Like, the things that I loved about that person are probably not the things that I love about you. Y'all are completely different people. The way that we interacted, the way that we had fun, and the way that we connect on a certain level, and that love isn't necessarily better or greater than the love that I have for you. It's just different. And so I can say, like, I know that I had things that I loved about past relationships, like the fun we might have had, or just like different shit that we used to do. But that doesn't change the way that I love things in a different relationship and how we do things completely different. And these are the things that we vibe and we connect on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that as long as you're willing to accept and not be like, oh, I need you to be a carbon copy of the love that I have for this person, but accept them for that person, I think that is pretty cool. Like, you might be like, oh, I get along better at times with this person more often, but that just might be personality type. I don't know if that's necessarily that you love them more.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, I'm hungry. Can y'all hear that?
No, I can't hear anything that your mic does.
I thought y'all could hear my stomach rumbly. The rumblies in my tumbly.
Ash is hungry.
My stomach hurt.
Like, feed
my
me.
stomach hurt.
But do you ever stop loving a person after you break up with them? I think my level of love changes for you because we all said like I got love for you, but I'm not like in love with you like, oh damn, anymore. That changes. I ain't gonna say it stops, but it definitely changes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my point where that was just like that you just continually have love. Yeah. And I think being in love with somebody is only a matter of expressing the love that you have for them. Yeah. Pretty much. Like, if you love and care about me, but we're no longer together, then there's probably certain things that you're no longer willing to do, but that's because they're no longer in like our interest and the building of our future. So you're prioritizing yourself. Self-interest is human nature, so I understand that. But if we were still rocking, you would still be placing my interests right with yours because you still have that same love for me. So I just feel like it's an action, is what being in love with someone is me placing my love in action and me showing you and like living in it. Because if I love you and don't do anything about it, then I care about you, but
that's about as far as it goes.
But being in love with somebody is I love you, and now I'm doing the things to like express that to you. Because if you just tell somebody I'm in love with you and you don't do anything, then what does that really mean?
It's just words.
I'm so in love with you. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
Right.
But I'm in love with you.
How?
We don't even what? We don't hang out. You don't want to come over and kick it. We don't canoodle.
Canoodle.
Yeah. The cut and the noodles.
None of the noodles.
Cuddling. It's like stage 2 of cuddling. Canoodle. That's when you intertwine. Cuddling, you just hugged up. Canoodling, you intertwine.
Butt ass naked.
Yeah, you butt ass naked.
I love that shit.
When the dick start getting hard, that is my jam.
I don't know about that part.
Whatever happens with vaginas, y'all feel that shit though?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Shit, like the other shit, yeah.
Yeah, the other shit, y'all feel it.
That's where we're at. But yeah, no, so I think that I'm with polyamorous relationships. It just has to be like, for me, it would have to be the woman like initiating that concept with me. I wouldn't really like. At this stage, I've broached it before with women and like
speak on it. Why don't you?
I mean, I was close to working on it and everything like that, but I mean, I've always been willing to give everything a one score.
What inspired you to be like, why not?
What inspired me to be like, because I think I realized the fact that I love women differently. The things that I love, literally, like I said, the things that I love about this woman aren't the same things that I love about that woman.
So you just wanted to have an option around? Is that what that means?
I mean, I felt like I could handle it. I like both. That time was more selfish, like I said. I feel like if a guy's trying to institute it, it's based on his ego. So it was more about my ego. It's more that I feel like I have enough love and everything to give to the both of y'all, regardless of how y'all feel about the situation. And so I don't think it should go in that direction. But I mean, it also was like being talked about with them and like kind of being mulled over it as an idea. So never was it like forceful, like, oh, this is what we're doing. But it's always been like, if I think about it, but like I said, in that instance, it was like, oh, this is my idea, so let me present it to y'all. And then it's them like, oh, well, let me work mentally through this and get to where he's at. Instead of it where, exactly, that's going to lead to resentment or like, I'm not really fucking with this. Opposed to like, or my best friend, she's like, no, I'm with the polyamory. Like, that's what she's She's like, if a dude was really about that, then she would be with it. She's like, the other woman, like, cause she was in one, but then the other woman was getting upset and having issues because they brought her in, and then it was working out fine, and then she started to like feel inferior and shit like that. So,
that sucks.
yeah, so she left. But my best friend said that she would definitely be down for that.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to fall in love with the female, or I had to be in love with two dudes. The thought of
See, I
two
don't
dudes
know if
just
two
being
dudes
around me,
works.
like I said, that I knew was an ego thing. Cause I'm just like, this just for me.
Just for
I feel like
me.
they also have to be into each other, so they probably have to be bisexual.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
And then
That's the only way that's working.
my only other thing is I don't know how well men would deal with
now, is it just American men, like a modern man? Because like, obviously it does happen with I forget the other one. It's not polygamy. It's when you have more than one man catering to one woman. I forget what it's called.
I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen it too.
Yeah, I've seen it where like civilizations thrive off that shit. I forget the reasons why they do it, but like I said, in this scenario, is it
like
because
modern
it's
day civilizations or
yeah? Just think about your regular run of the mill American person.
no, I mean like
having
for this civilization that you're talking about
well,
that run off of women with multiple men.
yeah, there's a documentary on YouTube. I forget the reasons why they did it though, so I can't go into it, but I've seen it done.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like, is it just men in general, or is it?
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I think that the men would have to be like
They wasn't fucking each other either. They weren't like, oh, I love you, my dude.
But that was like a cultural reason you said, right?
Yeah.
And so I can also see that's the same thing in like African culture and things like that, where it's more of a cultural reason why you had multiple wives. So I mean, if it's cultural, then I don't think that you realistically get into your own personal sexuality and feelings. It's more of a your morality and identity at that point.
Just what
this is just what you do. That's kind of like how people just expect you to kind of like say grace when you eat and shit like that, or shit like that, or they expect you to like stand and place your hand over your heart when the Pledge of Allegiance or they're saying the anthem and shit like that. It's just kind of like what we culturally do. So I feel like, I mean, if it's a cultural thing, then I don't think that any of your own really like personal feelings like get to play too much of a part in that. Because while you might not like it, you're gonna go along with what the cultural norms are for the most part.
Right. And that's why I'd be like, damn, could it really actually work here because we so invested in our emotions and how we feel and what we feel like we entitled to. They don't get that. They don't get none of that.
So I was like, I don't know if in a situation where everybody is allowed to choose, then I don't know how prosperous that is for. But I don't think that men get along well unless there is. Yeah, I don't think men get along well.
No.
I mean,
at least
there's
not
like
for a situation like that.
Not in a situation like usually women are like the descent between men.
Mm-hmm.
Like men with no women around, great camaraderie, great bonds. But once you start bringing women around, and it's not even the fault of women, it's men being trash and dumb. They start to like want to be
like peacocking almost.
Yeah, like peacocking in a sense. And so I don't know if that would be an issue in like a situation.
Yeah. That's what I wonder too. And I know just the fantasy in my head is like, oh, I don't have to work. You're saying I could just stay here all day? You guys do most of that bringing in money? Wow. that definitely is an ego thing. And that's why I'm like, would it work for me? It would work if maybe it was two females. But I would have to feel greatly for that.
But what if it was the other guy and he was like, hey, I'm attracted to other men and I want to find someone else for us to bring into the relationship? So you don't seem really interested in the guy being attracted to other guys.
No, I would, if I felt that way about, like, if I truly was in love with that person, not for how he made me feel, if I loved him regardless of how he made me feel, I would give that to him if he needed that.
If he made you feel.
Because if you do something, if my love is built up how you make me feel, if you're not making me feel like a queen or a goddess or I deserve this. And if you're not, you know what I'm saying, caking me up all the time and it's not a good old time, when you make me mad, does my love stop for you? You know what I'm saying? Or if things ain't going, every relationship that I've been in so far, the top pinnacle point was at where it first started. That means that I was addicted to how that person made me feel. And when he was no longer making me feel, once he really started showing who he was, and that's when it was like, this really wasn't love. I'm in love with your personality, and your personality is fake. This is who you are. So that personality made me feel a type of way. So if I love you regardless of how I make you feel, that's for me, that's unconditional love. And if he feel like if he needed that to be his whole happy, content self, I would give that to the person that I was in love with. If that's what you need to be who you are 100%. And because I love you, no matter who you are in that regard, then yeah, sure.
Okay. And then, so yes, if he wants it, but in a general sense, it's just an ego boost.
Right, because I don't have the. I'm not saying I don't have the time or the patience to deal with multiple people, whether you're a man or a woman. That's a lot of work. That's
Oh no, it is. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
that's a lot of work that I'm not sure that I would
Trust me,
want
I
to
told
deal
you,
with.
Not the balance.
dealing with emotions and balancing
Exactly.
how upset you are or how happy
And I
you
can't get it
are.
right with one person sometimes. You know what
Or
I'm saying? I'm still
exactly like I'm not
that's
understanding what's going on over here, but
woo.
you the happiest, you the saddest, and you over here, you in the middle. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Now I gotta juggle all these, and
That's
I
the
gotta
biggest
remain
con.
even kill because I can't be too unhappy because then my unhappiness taints your happiness, and you're like, well, why are you unhappy? And I'm upbeat and everything like that, and I can't be too happy because now I'm happy and you having a bad day, and now you like, well, why you like that? So I gotta maintain this like emotional like balance, and so I think that's probably hard.
Because I have a hard time on my emotional balance. What the fuck? I gotta sit here and talk myself out of negative thoughts. Know how hard that is to talk yourself out of a negative thought. The fuck? And I gotta deal with your negative thoughts on top of that. Oh, not only yours, but this motherfucker's negative thoughts on top of that. Oh, you ain't got no negative thoughts today. You just happy. Oh, no, I'm mad because you got. I ain't got time for that. Yeah.
What you happy for? So you sad today?
But yeah, no, just who I am as a person. It sounds great in theory. And like I said, I just see a whole bunch of dudes, like I said, mostly on Facebook. Yeah, let's build and let's spread my seed and have a whole it's wealth building. And the people that proposition me with it, the dude didn't mention anything about it. Like, this is how it started from beginning to end. So he added me, and then he added this other girl to a little group, and I was like, "Hey," and she was like, "Hey, sister, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. How are you?"
All right.
So are you into the? Are you into multiple wives and everything like that? We could build something great. Hold up.
I don't know
Hold
y'all
up.
like that.
Your man started talking to me. I don't know nothing about what the fuck y'all over there trying to do. Mind you,
Sent her in.
yeah, she was having his baby. She's like 6 months pregnant. And I was like, you're not in your right mind to be thinking about this. This is never going to work.
Oh, no. She knew what she was doing. She came in strong with it, like, hey, so
you trying to get me pregnant, and then once I'm pregnant, you're gonna try to recruit somebody else, and then when you feel like you want to leave and do some trash shit like this, like, nah. I'm like, do you even have the resources to take care of me and my already daughter right here? Like, I can go to Sephora and drop $250 if I wanted to. That's a fucking bill. You know what I'm saying? My makeup is not cheap. First of all, let's get that out the fucking way. And you want to invite me? You already got this not born baby yet? That's what I kept seeing over and over again. Like, these niggas, it sounded real good to them, and if they could convince another woman to join in, then awesome and amazing. And then we can generate, we can wealth build, nigga. The fuck, you got $450,000 a year, nigga. That is not wealth.
Yeah, no, I don't. I feel like you definitely got to be financially built for that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be.
No, you do.
You do.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Can't just be out here poor. All these wild wives. Ain't supporting nobody.
If you asking me to do that shit, I'm not going to work, bro. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Don't ask. No. Can you help? No. No. No.
I guess that's a good segue into our next topic. that you was talking about that nigga being able to afford like maintaining you and his already new baby.
And
Do you
then my
think
kid.
that you should date women with kids?
That's a personal choice. You can definitely choose not to. And then some of the reasons that I've seen for not dating single moms is the biggest one was that they thought that single mothers had a horrible what's that what are the word I'm looking for? Judgment. Like yeah. Judgment of character. That was the biggest reason that these motherfuckers were saying, like, oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get emotional. But that's the biggest reason why they
I know you brought this up, so I was like, and then you were just saying him having to be. I was like, that's a good segue into the second
they were
part
saying like, first of all, if you're a single mom, and for reasons like that you can control, even if he was abusive, you saw it coming. So why would you choose to be with somebody that was like that? Or what was some other ones that I saw? Yeah, that you going for, oh, you going for the bad boy, but you're not going for a nigga like me. So, like I said, that was the biggest reason. They have horrible sense of judgment. And then the second one is why should you raise a kid that is not your own? Like now you gotta take on somebody else's responsibility that you didn't really create. So why would you want that for yourself? So those are the two biggest reasons that I've seen so far. And
I feel like Marcus can speak to this. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Big Dog can speak to it too, but I don't know.
All right, so like, one, I ain't got no issue dating a single mother. There's a couple conditions in there, but I mean, there's no issue with it. One, like, you can't have like 6 kids. That's crazy. You got a lot of kids. I can't do that. 1, 2, maybe. All right, cool, whatever. 2, you gotta have your whole baby father situation. If he's in the picture, you have to have all that together. Like,
yes,
yeah, don't come at me trying to be in a relationship with me and your baby daddy in his head is still your baby, is still your nigga.
No, realistically, no, don't come to me. I don't give a fuck what that nigga think. Don't come to me and you still trying to play house with that nigga and make y'all look like a cute family. Oh, we gonna go out in a couple's day. No. If you need the child to have equal parenting, that's cool. You drop him off at his father's house now because y'all aren't a couple, and so he doesn't need you and him to be together for him to parent his child. Mm-hmm. But if you need to always be over and in his face as well, I'm not interested in that. Like, you have a lack of separation and you are still connected. And so once you know how to disconnect, then maybe. But if you still in his face and it's not like a real like, oh, we're co-parenting and unless we got to meet at the school or things like that, we're amicable, but we don't, because clearly your relationship didn't work. Mm-hmm. So now you're trying to pretend like it's going to, or y'all going to be these little buddies because you have a child. I'm really not interested in like dealing with that situation. That might be selfish, but I don't care about that. I also have the right to choose not to date you. So if that's what you're doing, I'm out of here. Right. Because why do you need me?
Right, when you clearly got a man.
Yeah, you you clearly got a nigga. Regardless of what y'all doing, you in that nigga's face, he in your face, and you allowing your emotions and y'all connection to take precedence, which is cool. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not really upset about it, but I'm also not about to like deal with that.
What about you, Alicia? What was your experience?
I can agree with both of you guys. Mm-hmm. Those are both pretty super damn good points. So yes, but I think single moms are beautiful. I think they're very strong. I don't see an issue with dating single moms, but I just think that of course, if you're gonna be involved with a single mom, you have to be involved with a child. Don't have to be, but if you're gonna be involved with a child, it's
you need to know
that
that's gonna be
take seriously.
That's part of their life, yeah.
And yeah, definitely
that
know that that's a part. Hell yeah, and be able to respect the fact that their child is always gonna be their priority, and be ready for a situation like that. But I don't really see anything wrong with it. I don't have any type of like stigma or anything like that against dating single moms.
I don't date single moms that I think are trash.
I mean, not no trash ass.
Yeah,
of course, like it's still
crazy.
you still want to be attracted to the person of who
like,
they are. I love
even if
like
they a dope person, like you could be like the most amazing person or woman I've ever met, but if you're not a good mother,
yeah, no, then you're not the most amazing person I ever met.
I mean, but I might not notice that right away. Like I might think like, oh, I met you out and about, and you got a dope ass personality. We vibe and we kicking it, and then now I know you got a kid. But
we still vibing and kicking it.
But
and it's 11 p.m. on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that little motherfucker got homework to do.
You got a kid.
Why are you out here?
Exactly, but now you always in my face.
Where your kid at?
Now I'm backtracking like, damn, you've been over here. You spent the week with me.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is your kid?
Right.
Oh, my mom got him. You don't gotta go home and like deal with that. I'll go over there and check.
Like it's a fucking dog.
What? Not like shit like that.
Horrible.
Like if you were more worried about being in my face than you are about being a mother, that's unattractive to me.
Yeah,
I agree.
But now, if you were worried about being in your baby daddy's face, then you are worried about being in my face. That's also unattractive.
Also unattractive.
Yeah. So it's like you have to have a good balance. Your kid got to be priority, but the baby daddy should not be. And that's how it is for me. Like I don't know if that's how other men like. And I don't know how. Well, Margaret's like you just got to have your situation, like
as
set.
long as you have your situation together.
Nah, like the situation got to be set a certain way for me. Like it could, y'all could be like, oh no, we take play dates on every Wednesday. I'll see y'all.
Agreed.
I'm good off of that. Yeah, it's cool. Y'all got a nice little situation. Y'all working out hard. Y'all building a good foundation for this child, but I won't be there for it because I'm selfish like that. But I recognize that selfishness in me. So
no, I agree.
That's not selfish. It's just kind of like common sense. Like
I mean, no, because like if y'all do every Wednesday is a karate, so y'all both go there, y'all do karate, and y'all grab pizza, and you take them home.
That's a date. They tell you.
Well,
when I got divorced, they said you were not supposed to do shit like that.
Yeah,
that is confusing.
That's not what you're doing. Is dating. You're
that.
confusing the kid.
With
you're definitely
the child being around their father.
You're confusing
just not the mother.
But I think that
and the father.
I think that
together
people do things like that all the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I can see people having situations like that, or how like the Smiths, they're the ex-wife and shit takes vacations with them. That's the mother of Will's first kid, and so like I said, I can see certain families doing things like that. I'm just not fucking with it.
I don't really think Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are like in a true relationship though, so I don't really think they count.
They might not. I mean,
I don't think they in like a.
She over here like, yeah, y'all
fucking. I mean, I feel like he fucking whoever that one girl he was in the picture with all the time, and she's
his baby mama?
It's not his baby. It's not his baby mama. But no, I feel like they just are together for the sake of being together.
I'm alright with that. I mean, I'm cool with that.
But I don't see anything wrong with dating single moms. I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think everybody should try to force themselves into a situation like that. And I also don't think that people should judge single mothers just because they're single mothers and just I don't date single mothers because they're not my kids. Like I mean, regardless,
I don't be understanding the reasons how sometimes single mothers become mothers.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get into it, but I just don't. Sometimes I don't understand.
I was just about to say you just never know somebody's situation.
Now, when you tell me, I know, and then I don't understand. Like that's what I mean by it. It's like
I know. Then I don't.
Like, sometimes I just be confused. But other than that, what would y'all... Oh, I have one question about the polyamorous relationship. So, if you could have one set the way that you want it, no negative consequences, would you do it?
Yeah, sure.
I would.
Why not?
I would. Okay, so everybody's on the same. Everybody here like, yeah, we would do that. Okay, as long as we're all. I thought we were all on the same. I like. I mean,
like in
general, I fuck with y'all.
I'd be down for as long as everybody get along. I just don't need no drama.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no, it gotta be a good situation. I just don't
want to be stressed the fuck out.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
not
a negative situation, not forceful, but it came together beautifully.
As long as shit flows, I'm good.
And it's flowing nice. Everybody now it's a real resource sharing. Everybody information sharing. Y'all just doing different things. It's beautiful. No, I don't know crazy, but yes, that's all. Yeah, I ain't had nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Ash? You good or there's something else in your brain that you could you making
Well,
noises?
I guess I was gonna feel like how I felt when I first came across this subject, because then it was like self-examination time, like stupid, like it was like, well, then how do I? It made me super self-conscious because it was like, well, how are other men viewing me as like a victim and a piece of shit? Like,
When we approach because you're a single mother.
yeah, because I don't have it. Like I said, it's never an issue getting a man, obviously, and I haven't come across a man that had an issue with it. It was just like, well, is this how? It made me look at like my decisions. Like, damn, what the fuck did I do? Like, they put that shit on 1,000. Like, oh my god, I'm a horrible person.
I would say,
and I bought into it for a minute. Like
that any man that's serious or like really interested is going to consider that.
Yeah,
that's all I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's like a real person.
But I feel like a lot of niggas are going to say that they're okay with that because they want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
that's not really the truth, though.
Yeah, but they're really not okay with that, probably.
Right.
But a real person's gonna have conversations with you. They're probably gonna be more curious about like other dynamics around like you and your child's relationship and shit like that, and how that's actually gonna like play out in reality. Because that's gonna be the important thing. It's like, all right, so what does it look like when you co-parent? What is your free time, or what do you like? What are you actually into, or your investment? What are you actually looking for? Things like that, because you have less time to waste. Unless a lot of your time is dedicated to your child, so any time that you do have that's outside of that is probably spent doing exactly what you want to be doing. And so if that's not building something, it's probably not what you want to be doing. So most guys that are actually like okay with that are going to be working towards that. But outside of that, I think that a lot of guys would be like, and shit, even me when I was younger, I was definitely like, I don't care that you got kids, but I knew that our relationship wasn't going anywhere. Like I was gonna kick it with you because your kids don't play any part in my decision to fuck with you. But that's not how it should be, because I think a woman should make her kids a part of the decision that a man has to make. And now that doesn't mean that you have to immediately like put the kids in front of the man and things like that, because I don't think that a lot of men should just meet your children or shit. But I think that conversations and like real like expectations and things like around that should be set. Because I mean, I could say, yeah, I'm cool with you having kids, and then like never speak to you about them, and we kick it, and I'm always just trying to kick it with you and just trying to figure out when your free time is so I can fuck. But I'm not really trying to build nothing with you. Like I've never been like, oh, let's go on a date, or inquired like, when are we going to move forward to another level? Because I want to get to know you more seriously. So I know that's going to require me getting to know your daughter. So what does that look like? So asking questions like that, or just like really inquiring like what a real future looks like, is probably the niggas that are actually interested in you and like building something. But most niggas are probably just going to be like, yeah, it's cool you got a kid. That don't matter to me. I got kids too.
What got to do with me?
My kids be over there at their baby mama house.
Kids too.
Shit, I ain't taking care of them all. I'm out here. Which I think is probably the biggest reason why niggas be telling women to have kids. Like, oh, I want you to have my baby and shit like that. Because realistically, if you don't want it to, it don't got to change your life as a nigga. It'll change your pockets a little bit, but it don't necessarily change your life if you trash. Like, they can put you on child support, but you can't make me come and watch it when you need me to. You can't make me come and do any of these things. You can't make me be a father. You can make me be financially responsible. That's cool. But my life hasn't changed really. I'm out kicking it. My free time is my free time still. Your shit is dedicated. Your shit is now completely. You've altered your life. Yeah. That's what I think. But I don't think women should feel bad because they've had kids and want to date. That's crazy.
No, that shouldn't be a thing.
Like, that don't make no sense. Because, like, if you were married and you had a kid and then y'all got a divorce, now you're a single mother. Right. I should have known the divorce was coming, so I should have never had a baby with, like, y'all logic don't make no sense. Like, I got to be a fucking mind reader and know everything about this nigga.
Right. it was some things that definitely went far left.
Like I don't know, that don't make no sense. It's weird. That's some weirdo shit.
That's why I was debating like between like how many are these men just mad because they got skipped over. You know what I'm saying? Because they put all their time and effort in. Maybe they did help raise a child. Because I know a guy like that who felt super resentful that one of the females that he was messing with, he practically raised that baby because I think she either just had the baby and started dating him or whatever the case may be. And then he was like, "Yo, I really invested a lot of time." And then she was just a trash person herself. So when I left that relationship, super resentful that I gave all of that to be, for us to not be together.
But no, you were dating a trash person.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't change.
That falls on you too.
That's your fault. Why was you dating a trash person?
Right.
And then you mad that the trash person was trash?
Mm-hmm.
How that make sense? If they
It's
was
like
trash
eating a
in the
burger
relationship,
and being mad it tastes like a burger.
why are you still with them? Or why are you not working on correcting the negative behaviors that you have an issue with? It can't be, I was in this relationship with this trash person, and then now I regret it after we broke up. No, you allowed yourself to be in a situation where you were unhappy, and you stayed in a situation where you were unhappy, and because it didn't end the way that you expected it to, with you sticking it out and continue to be unhappy and hoping that the unhappiness turned into something that made you feel better, it ended the way that all signs pointed to it ending, because they were a trash person and you recognize that, but you stayed. That's your fault because you dumb. Yeah. Dumb. You can't be like, oh, they were a trash person the entire time I dated them. Well, why the fuck did you stay for 2 years?
Right.
And where's your personal accountability? Yeah, no, you gotta have some type of, hey, I got some ownership in this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay. Because I was like, I didn't have anything else. I was like, that's just how I feel about that. I don't know how the other people feel. But yeah, this has been Conscious Reconstruction, where we talk about relationships. That's what the R stands for. When you see CR podcast, know the R stands for relationship.
Conscious relationship. That sounds like something I would not.
Hey, this episode's gonna be called Vulva Milk.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Vulva Milk.
Yeah.
Vulva Milk.
All right.
This is where you get your Vulva Milk. All right, make sure you like, subscribe. We about to be on some shit.
And fuck DJ Khaled.
That's big dog right there. That's how you know. We out. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, you know, all that good shit. Hit us up on SoundCloud, Spotify, coming in the future. But you know, we on that YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you know, everywhere your mama at. Yeah.